That's the main scene?
It's not the main scene, but it's the explain scene.
Oh. We're not necessarily good at having an explained scene today. Your camera's completely cockeyed.
Oh, gosh.
So that's part of my problem. Yeah.
There we go. And push it up a little bit.
Yeah, he's been adjusting a lot.
It's
you
upside
tell
down.
me when you're happy with the video.
I'm happy right about...
Then I'll move it to where you're going to leave it. Okay. Okay?
Yeah.
And you can have the decks of cards over there. We'll
Yeah.
stack them over there and over there. Let's not play with Otters. Let's not play with Otters.
Ooh.
Well, actually, I don't care what faction you guys play. Play whatever you want.
There's like 8 to choose from.
Let's lay them out and let's let Chelsea pick first blind.
Okay.
All right, Chelsea, you ready for this?
Okay, I'm ready.
Did you start?
Oh yeah, it started.
Over stream. Okay, so we are live. We're going to play Roots, and we are setting up. I have played. Saria has played. James, you played, but would you block those memories out?
Yep.
Okay. So James is going to pretend he has not played. Root has a history of either, it's a love-hate relationship. People either hate Root or they love Root, because what Root does is it fuses very different types of games.
Okay.
It's super cute, which means a lot of amateur and low tech players go, oh, I'll play that game. And what they get wrapped into is not a light, fluffy game. It's like a hardcore war game. But it's cute. And so you're going to get a variety of people interested in trying to play it, and then some of those people are not going to expect what it is, and they're going to either hate that it's too technical, or they're going to hate that it's too hard, or they're just not going to be expecting a PvP war game with their boyfriend. And so it brings the knives out.
Whoa.
It's a pretty good game, but you need to have your expectations in the right place.
Okay.
But I think that mixture of genres is its greatest strength at the same time. This is your factions. We're going to let you just pick blind. We don't really care if you know what they're doing. These are cats. The cats control the forest.
Oh.
The cats are not the natural rulers of the forest, but they are cats, and they have come in with power, and they have taken over the forest.
Okay.
Okay? These are the birds. The birds used to rule the forest. The birds are supposed to rule the forest. The birds are meant to rule the forest. They're above everyone else, right? But the cats have come in and kicked the birds back into the opposite corner, and the birds are going to take the power back. So they have a lot of momentum, and they're trying to reestablish their dominance.
Oh.
Okay? This is a new faction that is a new faction of birds. I don't know a lot about them. Do you remember, like, thematically, like, what they are? I think
Somebody played them, though, right?
Yeah, we played them. They're the birds that are pissed that the birds were dumb enough to give up the forest. And they're like, look, we're going to show how it's done. We're the sub-faction of birds. These are the lizard cultists. They are they are an irregular faction of lizard cultists who worship whatever. I think they're called gardens.
King.
They can like summon magic spells and create gardens and like destroy the people's buildings and turn them into gardens to take over the forest with gardens and magic. These are the inhabitants of the forest. The mice, the foxes, and the rabbits or whatever.
Okay.
The people have allied and become a terrorist organization to take the forest back for the people. So we call them terrorists because they act like terrorists. It's like there are mice and rabbits and foxes all over the forest anyway, but they're all currently enslaved by normally the birds, but right now the cats, and the birds and the cats are fighting. And they're the people going, this is a bunch of BS. Let's stop this from happening.
Mm-hmm.
And so what the mice do is they set traps and they blow things up and they try to wipe out both factions that the people can survive, So they're like a terrorist organization for the people.
Guerrilla attacks.
Yeah, they're guerrilla fighters.
Without being actual gorillas.
Exactly.
Because we are dealing with sentient animals.
These are the moles, the underground duchy. The underground has been underneath this entire thing, and they, without other natural predators, have become so strong that they're like, let's go take over the surface too. So they pop out of a hole in the ground, and they're ready to roll. I mean, they are an organized force, and they're going to fuck stuff up. And then you have the Otters. The Otters are arms dealers.
Arms?
Yes, like black market arms traders.
Oh my god!
Yeah, these are arms dealers. They control the rivers and the lake, but they're not really, they don't care who wins. So they're just buying and selling from everybody and trying to raise their own like market prices because everybody either ignores them and doesn't buy for them, but you can use their soldiers as mercenaries for hire, and you can buy their ability to travel across the rivers.
Oh.
And so everybody's likely to want to buy some of their services, and as they take money from everybody and they get more powerful, they can eventually go, you know what, no, we're going to take over. And then they have enough wealth that you can't stop them in time. So everybody wants to deal with them, but to a limit, because if you buy too much stuff from them, you give them too much power, they're going to win.
Oh, God.
So you got to kind of keep them at distance. And then we're missing something. We're missing the Vagabond.
No one's ever played the Vagabond.
Oh, that's not true. We always have a Vagabond. The Vagabond, there's a bunch of different icons, because when you pick the Vagabond, Chelsea,
I'm
you
sorry.
can pick which kind of Vagabond you want to be. It's an individual large animal. You could be a ferret or an otter or a bear or an owl or a fox. So you're playing a single Vagabond. And we got this little expansion pack that gives you a bunch more cool-ass Vagabonds. What the Vagabond is doing is ignoring the entire game and playing Dungeons & Dragons.
Ah.
I mean that literally. You get to get swords and armor, and you go into dungeons, and you get your own loot, and you just cruise around, and then you go, you know what? I'll get even more experience if I shoot something. So you're going to pick another faction, you just start shooting their men in the head, and you keep leveling up, and if you let him get too strong, he just wins the game because he's such a badass, you can't stop him because now he's got all the gear.
Oh, motherfucker.
So he does not care about the war. He just wants to play Dungeons & Dragons in the middle of the war.
Okay.
It's very funny. They can be unbelievably powerful because nobody wants to pick on them early, and then they're a runaway train. So you need to know that, yeah, any person who's going to play anything, you can't just let them do what they want. That's a big part of the way this game works. This is not necessarily a game about doing what's right for you. Like a lot of games, I know how to play, I'll get big. You know how to play, you'll get big. This is an oppositeville game. This is a game about poking the other person so they can't get big. And when everyone's poking everyone, everyone's kind of in check. But if nobody gets poked, they're going to go crazy.
Oh.
Everybody has to be, you know, the correct amount of aggressive with everyone else.
Okay.
That's just the way the game is.
All right. Go aggressive. All
I
right.
think there might be one more faction, but I can't think of what it is. Oh, there's the mechanical marquee, but that doesn't matter. That's solo thing.
Okay.
So you can pick, we can go random and just roll.
Yeah, we can go random. And you can play 2 Vagabonds because we have the pieces for it. But I would never play 2 Vagabonds in a 4-player game. That'd be ridiculous. Actually, maybe it wouldn't be. The 2 war factions would be fighting each other, and the 2 Vagabonds would be taking sides. I really don't care. Let's let it play out however it plays out. You guys play whatever you want to play.
Okay. Here, roll for me. I'll go random.
Oh,
Oh, ew, sorry.
No,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
to start.
and then 9? Or we're just going to say 8, and 8 is a Vagabond. If we get 2 8s, we get 2 Vagabonds.
Okay. Roll for me.
Roll a d8.
3.
That can only roll 0 to 3.
Is it?
Yeah, these are...
Just roll.
Oh.
Oh. Wow.
7.
7.
Okay. What?
Otters.
Otters. I'm an otter.
All right.
Or
now
those
we're
are
down
moles.
Just roll it again and we'll reroll 7s. The
to- we'll
7s.
die 10.
Whatever. Do your thing.
2, 3, 4.
How did that make sense?
Oh, we started over there. You're right. So that'd be 1, 2.
But there's still
No.
7 factions. You're rolling a d10. I don't know. Your
Is there
math
still
works.
7? No.
There was 8 and she took 1.
Oh, you're right. It is. Never mind. Oh my God. You're right. You're right. I was thinking we were down by 4. So we're starting here.
It doesn't matter which
1,
way
2,
you start.
3.
You're the mice. Okay. So now there's only 6. Give me d6.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna go from that side because I don't want the vagabonds. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm the lizards. You're a
Oh, no.
vagabond,
Yeah.
or you're a cat, or you re-roll.
I'll be Vagabond. We'll see how this goes.
Okay.
You're so good. The vagabonds are so good. Okay, we have never played this game on the lake map. There's some extra
is
maps
your-
that are alternates.
You didn't get the
No,
birds.
nobody.
Nobody got
No.
birds.
There's no birds. Birds are all dead. The cats are all
Around
dead.
Dutchie.
I'm
No
a
cats.
Dutchie.
So this must be like like when you're telling a post-apocalyptic story. There are no birds and no cats. This is 20
all
years
died.
later. The birds and the cats are all dead.
So we're just rabbits and cockroaches?
You're just playing the people fending off now the moles and the lizard folk are taking over the world, and there's somebody playing D&D in the post-apocalypse.
You're like, oh, D&D sounds fun.
I thought on the apocalypse it was cockroaches and rabbits.
That'd be funny to reskin a game like this in the
Woodland, you're
post-apocalypse.
Alliance, right? Nobody got lizard.
I'm a lizard.
Oh, you
I'm a
are?
lizard.
Oh, it's not
Lizards. I love these little pieces of ice.
Easer.
Vagabond.
All right. There are some rules I'm going to forget because, again, this game is like, it's more technical than you would expect. Dynasty, the Marquis Cats. Everybody got their placard, everybody happy? This game has done a lot of things right in its UI and its setup so that you can like be told what to do, but it's still so technical that if you make a mistake, it's going to play out the wrong way. What did you pick? Oh, there's a little black raccoon too. So yeah, keep all the Vagabonds together and then pick one. Oh, actually, you pick the card first because they have different powers. There will be a stack of Vagabond cards somewhere. Flip through them and pick which one you want.
One?
Probably, yeah. They each have a crazy power. One of them's super crazy.
Oh, I see what you're saying. There's character cards. I will be the thief. Cool.
This is funny. Apparently, the lizard cult is what set off the nuclear bomb because one of my faction rules is that I hate birds, and birds are not wild for me. But there are no birds in the game, so why am I still mad at the birds?
Why are you still upset?
Why am I still upset?
We don't need to cover.
We have won the war.
Trails up.
There are no birds.
You good?
That's bright for us, but the glare looks good, so I would do it.
Wait, can you see?
Yeah.
I can't really see anything.
Oh,
Try
sorry.
to still
Sorry.
No, it's quite all right. I can ignore it and just look down.
It just looks down.
Should have wore a hat.
It's good for stream.
Look great in stream. It was because you were super dark. I was trying to lighten you up a
Ooh,
little
and
bit.
shades. I could wear shades actually. If it's better for the lighting, you just be here on shades. Like
Then you'd be
Frank Parker.
cool. You'd be cool
So
movie.
can you handle this 2 days?
Yeah.
So we have a set over here. Yeah.
Who needs what? Are the black and red the same? Yeah. I think they're the same.
Yeah, they both only go up to 3.
Yeah, they should be the same. I don't remember why there's black ones and white ones. I think it's just because the game had 2 whites and then the 2 blacks came with the expansion, just for coolness.
Okay.
I don't think they're different. Yeah.
Do you have stream on your phone? Do you have this?
Can you
Yes.
check
Okay,
it?
perfect.
And we're live. We're all good.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so like I said, the UI is quite cool. Check this out. You're gonna start by flipping your board over. This is gonna tell you everything you need to double check and set up. I need 25, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 25. I have the correct amount of warriors. 3 of each garden. 3, 6, 9.
Okay. 3 citadels.
10, 15. I got my correct there. An outcast. I got the outcast token. I have 0 victory points. Give me your VP chip when you have a moment.
Complexity high.
Yeah, mine's complexity high too. What's your complexity?
My complexity.
Moderate.
Moderate.
And what's your complexity?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's-
Moderate.
Off the chart.
The complexity of the Vagabond?
No, I don't.
He's easy as hell. The Vagabond can almost do no wrong.
He's just there to play D&D.
He's so easy. He just hangs out. Hopefully we all just start kicking him in the shins and he can just get away with it.
Okay, I got 3 markets.
Setup.
Flip my board. If I flip my board, I can't read the rest of the instructions.
Correct.
I wouldn't flip your board, be last time.
Well, mine is last.
I got 3.
Flip the board. Draw 3
Yes.
cards, add them, add your supporters.
Because you don't put anything on the board. Like, that's it.
No, I add them here.
Where? He's my most.
Fill your sympathy track with your sympathy tokens.
Yeah, so you have to flip the board and do that. That makes sense-ish, sort of.
But if I just read it, I don't know. I play games with some people that just read the first sentence and that's it.
Well, don't do that.
They just stop. They're just like, well, I did the one thing and now I can't do any more. And you're like, well, there's more.
Okay. Rivers, forest, deals, players, hands,
Place your
discard, use
bases
of
on the
treat.
matches,
If you are
bases.
prompted to treat one thing as another, drawing cards, playing. I want to know where the ruins are. How many players when you activate the ruins? Oh, the ruins are always in play. It's just whether or not you have a vagabond, and we do have a vagabond, so we will clear them. So no matter what, we set up the ruins. Place a ruin in each slot on the map marked with an R. There's 4 in total. So do you have the 4 R markers?
Yeah.
A ruined hammer, ruined bag,
Arg.
ruined boots, and ruined sword. You are not allowed to know which one is where. And I need the
Okay.
4 R tokens.
Arr.
Now there's 2 ways we can do this. We can randomly put them around, or we can just not put them on the map, and when you search a ruin, you get one of them randomly, because it's supposed to be completely unknown.
Place the Borough.
So I don't know why you don't just randomly get
Is
one.
it like
Yep.
that
No,
to
they're-
cover it?
No, they're little rocks, and they say R on them. They're part of the regular tokens. They're going to be in this.
Don't I get a set of cards too?
We all get cards, yeah.
No, but do we get
That's-
our own set or just the big deck?
There's just one big deck to us.
Because it says
Although-
I draw 3.
Yeah, you draw 3.
Yeah, because this basically just says what to
1,
do.
2, 3, 4. Here's the 4 ruins tokens. They go
Okay.
on the 4 R's. You can clear these, Saria, and when you clear them, you will get one of these 4 treasures,
Cool.
which we were supposed to secretly keep underneath and never let you
I
knock
won't-
them and see them.
Yep.
But we will just randomize them
I
when you
mean,
search
I
around.
know what they are, but
No, but you don't know which one's where.
right. I don't know.
So
what
every time you loot a ruin, you'll roll a d4.
Place the
And you'll get one
Borough on the
randomly.
map.
It's so simple.
I need a satchel. Literally, it says place
two
these
warriors.
in your satchel on the matching.
It's on your flip side of your board. You have a
Okay.
place
One
called your
time.
satchel. See, again, this is that thing with the root thing where they said you're gonna get a Vagabond satchel. Okay, you're in this game, right? We're playing against lizards, so here's your 2 lizard faction tokens. You're playing against who else? Bunnies. Here's your 2 bunnies faction total, and you're playing against otters. So here's your 2 otter.
No, it's touchy, but yeah. Moles.
But why does what?
Yeah, it's those beige.
I know, but
colored
why
ones.
does one? Mine has these don't have little crowns, and
Oh,
you have
that's
one with a special crown.
Is that better?
But our victory points have crown. Huh? Weird. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
All the
So
same.
they're faction
It's fine.
specific. Okay. There were just faction ones in here, and I was making sure.
Okay, and then your victory points will be this this gray. Okay.
Okay.
And your VP token is on 1 or 0, and your VP token is on 0. We all have 0 victory points. You can win the game one of 2 ways, Chelsea.
Okay.
You can get 30 victory points and win the game. If you do not believe that your faction can get to 30 victory points, and some factions are designed to get 30 victory points, and some factions are designed to have a really hard time getting 30 victory points, victory points is not the only way to win the game. You can instead draw a special card, they'll come naturally over the play, called a dominance card, okay? And when the dominance card is flipped, if you want to enact it, you say, hey, I'm using this dominance card. You have to have 10 victory points to do it. So getting to 10 victory points is a must, okay?
Okay.
You will take your victory point off the board and put it on your dominance card, meaning now I am running the dominance alternate way to win.
Okay.
And that dominance card will say either control 2 opposite corners of the map, or control 3 bunnies, or control 3 rabbits, or control 3 foxes, you know, whatever it is. And then if you do what it says, and you can hold it for an entire round, you win the game that way.
Oh.
Some factions are expected to go for dominance and not go for victory points.
Oh.
There are some factions that get a lot of victory points early and then just totally teeter out. In which case you're set for dominance, right? You take your early advantage, you get 10, you activate dominance, you try to win that way. So just keep in mind, if you just go, man, how am I supposed to get enough victory points? Then switch up your win condition, right?
Oh. Okay.
I'm pretty sure, I don't remember if I go for victory points or not. I know you go for victory points. You can't even do dominance. And I'm pretty sure I think he's pretty good either way for you. You're pretty good either way. I'm pretty sure you can get victory points quite easily, Chelsea. So you'll probably go for victory point win.
Doesn't matter
Where's
if
the
these
key?
cards have different backs.
It doesn't matter.
Where's the keep token?
There is
We
a
don't
keep
have
token.
it.
There is not one right now. What does it say?
Oh, and it says it's just how to set up. Place
Right.
2 warriors in one tunnel in the corner clearing diagonally opposite from the clearing with the keep token.
Oh yeah, that's a different map.
So there is a setup. No, it's not a different map. It's when there's a cat. The cat has a keep token.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the setup order when you don't have a cat.
Oh, it just says if the marquee is not playing, place those pieces in the corner clearing of your choice. Place 2 warriors in each clearing adjacent to that corner clearing.
I believe it's the same as the reach values. So Marquis Cat would place first. Underground Dutch would place second. So what does it say?
Place 2 warriors in one tunnel in the corner clearing of my choice.
There you go. Any choice you want.
All right, place 2 warriors in each clearing.
Looking at
adjacent.
the map really quickly, there's usually a hard corner and a soft corner. This looks like a soft corner. You probably don't want to start there.
Oh, okay.
You're probably better off there, there, and there because they have 3 access points.
Oh.
This is also a soft corner, but it has the keep. Notice there's only 2 places to build there. There's 1 place to build there, 1 place to build there. Actually, this is a great place. You have 2 starting corners. Do you want us to turn the entire board for you?
Oh yeah, that would be good.
Okay, let's turn the entire board 90 degrees. It'll be wrong for us and wrong for the internet. It'll be great. There, we're gonna play sideways. This is also really nice for Saria because these are her little purchase spots, and she can see them more easily.
All right, here we go. And then 1 tunnel, so I guess I put a tunnel right here too.
These are the 4 ruins ones you could get. Okay, there's some that say S, Saria, the starting ones. And again, because we have the components for 2 vagabonds. Oh, this tells you exactly. A
This
boot,
one we
torch,
start with.
lantern, sword. All 4 of those
I
things. Just find S ones. Here's a sword. Boot, sword. You need a tea kettle and a torch.
I might be into the other.
When you're done setting up whatever else you need to set up, fill these spots, Saria, with regular things. These 12 slots.
Tea kettle and
All right, 4 warriors and matching guard in the corner opposite the marquee or the Erie's starting roosts if both the players choose in the corner. So I will be opposite of the duchy. You're playing that corner. That puts me in this corner. 4 dudes and a garden. And a matching garden. Oh, we don't have the little icons for what's what.
You want the
We need them. When you're playing the alternate maps, we have to
This thing?
randomly.
those things?
Yes. Are these supposed to be done randomly? Or are we supposed to try to have some balance? Are we gonna play Wackyville and everything just be what it is? I kind of feel like
I
that.
have a little balance.
Because if we just let it be what it is, we'll find out if it played out fine or whether it played out terribly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, from what I can tell, the bases really, really matter to my faction. So if we're just
Yeah.
going random, I could just get random fucked and sit
You
here
could-
and watch everybody play.
I don't think you'll get fucked. You'll just have a bunch of because you're good no matter what.
Each clearing adjacent.
If all the foxes were together, it wouldn't hurt you.
2 warriors adjacent.
Reading the law, key references, graphic battle. Man, there really is no map setup. It actually talks about map setup, but then doesn't tell you how to map setup.
Nothing, that's it.
Well, let's just do it. We'll try to spread them out a bit. We won't get it perfect, and I don't think we should try to get it perfect, but I think the objective should be to spread them out. Saria, please spread out those 4. James, please spread out those 4. I will spread out these 4. I will make myself a mouse. Obviously, the only thing that matters is it's clear which clearing is which faction.
It's kind of too many of them. Let's bother.
Yeah, I have
Where's the
3
last
in a
one
row.
here?
Well, it's
So we do
either that
have
or
2. We
3
do
in a
have
row
2
there.
mice side by side. But I think this is
Yeah,
great. This
I
will be
mean-
fine. Is
There's
there?
no way it's not going to be.
There's no way it's not going to
Well,
be.
that's only that's only 2 because you can't go that way.
So there's 2 foxes next to each other and 2 mice next to each other.
And there are 2.
And we could flip flop those. Yeah, if we flip flop these.
Now you have 3 in a row. It's worse.
Yeah. You
What's
have
3?
3.
Ooh.
3 minutes.
Well, I think we have to go with 2 and 2.
Well, let's switch these.
And now you got 3 in a row.
Well, because he just switched differently. Don't tell me I did that.
There.
That's good.
Okay, nothing. Well, there's still 2 foxes, but I don't think it's a problem yet.
2.
Oh,
we'll just
yeah,
switch
switch
the-
that fox and that fox. Yeah,
Yeah, good.
perfect. Okay, nobody's directly touching.
Those 2 are.
Who are? 2 mice. What can we do about that?
Flip those 2.
That still makes it.
How?
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying flip that one and that one.
Oh, no.
Okay, everybody happy?
Sure.
Nothing's touching. Yay.
So Dino Corgi, one person looking at the rules, nothing set up yet, and everyone a bit confused. Yep, this is what I expect to see when someone says they're playing Root.
Yeah, exactly. And we've played Root many times, but each time we play Root, we're adding one new thing that is new, and that one new thing.
That's ever the same. Everybody plays different.
Right. Every faction, every clearing, and now we're playing a new map, so it's fine.
We're fine.
It's fine. We're not on fire. It's fine. Then place one warrior in each adjacent clearing. I get one here. I get one here. I get one here. So the lizards are in the corner, and I get a bunny garden. All right, I'm all set up. It's so good. Where are you putting your little influence,
I
Chip?
don't know. Am I the next person to set up?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you even start with one, or do you place one on your first turn?
I don't know. I can't flip my map over now that I put my tokens on it. It's the worst design ever. You
It
could have
makes so much
just
sense.
you could have just made a little
Is it with
strip
one
on the
alliance?
side.
Well, this
Flip
doesn't
my
say.
board over. I draw 3 cards and add them to my supporters.
Yeah.
I place my bases on their matching spaces in the bases box. I
So
fill
there's
my
some
sympathy
spy
track.
cards? Are they playing?
That's what it says.
Okay, then you've done everything right.
So
We're not playing spies.
Not the spies.
So all the other text I ignore on there.
You didn't ignore anything. You mean the how to play?
How to play.
It's just advice.
So basically, I just start nowhere on the map.
Correct.
Okay.
You haven't started your uprising.
Okay. Gain sympathy. Yep.
You even got a fist going up.
Yep.
Rise up.
More sympathy. Gain sympathy.
As we start, I know I'm going to be like, oh yeah, that's how you play. Oh yeah, that's
I
how
just
you play.
remembered something.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too.
My Borough right here. Throw my little nose.
All right, is anyone not done?
I think I'm good.
Who's going to start? There's a lot more rules to explain, but I kind of can't explain them all instantly. So we all get 3 cards, I believe. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Wow!
Did you read your little how to play thing?
What's the relationship marker for
These
each other
two.
faction?
These 2. 2
Those.
bunnies, 2 lizards, 2. I give you 2 of everybody.
Okay.
So
You know what? I'm putting these right over here.
I'll show you.
How to play.
Okay.
And it says set out 3 quests, and you set out 3 quests. You're good there. Okay. So you're currently indifferent with everyone. I think you only use 1 for each faction. I don't know why you have a second one. I'm trying to remember.
Oh. No, I just put them in any order.
No, they all go in 1. You're indifferent to everybody.
Oh.
Must read your cards.
What do you need the second one for?
You score points through your relationships as you aid friendly
Yeah, I don't
factions
think you
by
need a
giving
second
them
token.
cards.
I don't think you need a second token.
Somebody didn't like the rules here and decided to Sharpie out.
Yes. No, that's an update to the game.
Okay.
They said that faction's too powerful, and they made an official update, so we sharpied it over.
Dino Corgi backed the first flat plastic minis set on Kickstarter. What
Awesome.
seems like a century ago. It was a great set.
That was a long time ago. we're gonna we're gonna remaster it and re-release it.
It was a decade though, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, it probably was. 2011, 2013. I did a Kickstarter in each, so 2011 might have been math, 2013 might have been flat plastic miniatures. So it would have been 9 years ago. Assign factions and a starting player. Place score markings on 0. Draw starting hands. If you're playing with 2 players, remove all 4 dominance cards from the deck. Shuffle the deck. Each player draws 3 cards. Did everybody get 3 cards?
Yep.
You got 3 cards. Good. Place the ruins. Get the item supply. Got that all done. Other gear pieces. Hand out the overview cards. You have to desire. Place 2 custom dice in the map. Set up your factions. Does anyone need more help about how to set up? Otherwise, we will begin. I know there's a lot you don't know, but we will take it as your turn goes.
Okay, is this adjacent to the clearing? Is that considered adjacent?
If this is a clearing, this is adjacent to that clearing, but almost nobody cares about adjacent forests except the Vagabond can move into adjacent forests. Almost every other faction, including you, I believe, is clearing to clearing to clearing to clearing.
So this is a clearing?
Yes, that's a clearing.
Oh.
Where the forest is not there, a clearing in the
Place 2
forest.
warriors in each clearing adjacent to that corner clearing.
Okay, so you put how many warriors in your starting corner?
2.
And then you put how many what?
It's two warriors and a 1 tunnel in there. And then it says place 2 warriors in each clearing adjacent to this corner
So
clearing.
you'll get two guys here and 2 guys over there.
Okay. Come on,
And
Moses.
I don't know if the riverboat counts as adjacency for setup because you are allowed to take the riverboat. So we're playing the lake map, which means everything touching the lake is adjacent to each other as if they're rivers. So for the otter, and the otter can move across rivers, that'll matter. There might be some special cards that moves across a river. On the lake map, if you can move across a river, it means go all the way to the other side, anywhere on the lake. The only other thing is you have a riverboat. See that little riverboat? It can never be removed.
Okay.
If the riverboat is in your place and you want to make a move action, anybody can take that riverboat to any other place on the river. And when
Okay.
you do that as a move, you get a card.
Oh.
So you're incentivized to move the riverboat because otherwise it doesn't move.
And then place 9 miniature cards face up.
Yeah, you have 9 little duchy cards.
I mean, this.
Probably. There are 9 of them, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
face up because you get to look through them and decide which one you want to sway.
Oh.
And I think on them tells you how you sway them, correct?
Yeah, we'll do that when you get to your turn.
Okay. Okay. Here.
Okay? James, you want to go first or last? Or somewhere in the middle?
I still don't even have the slightest grasp of this faction, so.
So, yeah, your faction is going to be placing sympathy tokens, meaning you have budding sympathy. Other factions are either going to stomp that sympathy out and just kill it, right? Or they're going to let it sit there. And as your sympathy builds and moves around, and you're obviously going to place it in places that you think are the best place to place it, you're eventually going to be able to like set off revolts. And so when you set off revolts, you get to take your sympathy tokens and like blow them up and kill everything there and put supporters there and build a base. So you don't start with a base down. And it's kind of up to us when you get enough support built up to blow up. Because if we keep stomping out your sympathy, you can't blow up. But you do it by spending cards from your sympathy check, sympathy clearing. Any number of times, spend 2 supporters matching a sympathetic clearing, and then blow it up.
But I gotta make it sympathetic first.
Right. So early on, you're going to be spending cards to place sympathy tokens. And when you have none on the map, you can place your first one anywhere. Once you have some on the map, they have to spread from places you already have.
Okay.
But your initial few plays are really cheap. The more sympathy you have down, the more expensive they are.
Okay.
So early on, you have nothing on the board, but they're incredibly easy to move around. You can just take their entire deck and go sympathy, sympathy, sympathy. So they only cost 1 card each.
Craft using sympathy?
Yeah, but you won't craft much.
It says I'm a high crafter.
Okay, then you'll craft a lot.
Mobilize, add a card from your hand to supporter's deck.
Basically, whatever your cards are at the end of your turn, you're going to put them in the sympathy every time. Doesn't your setup say to start with some cards in your sympathy?
Yeah, it says start with 3 in my sympathy.
Then that's on top of your card draw.
Okay.
That's your hand.
Okay.
It doesn't take your hand away to have supporters in your sympathy track.
Okay. Alright.
But basically, you're going to try to do something with your cards like everybody else does, right? And whatever cards you don't feel like using at the end of your turn, you're just going to throw them all in your support pile. You want your support pile to get fat.
Yeah.
Did you drop one?
It's totally under you.
Okay. Is that for you? Alright, so let's just have you go last. I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, basic rules are every clearing has a type. You see that. This is a fox. This is a mouse. This is a bunny.
Oh, okay.
And there are birds. So imagine like a deck of cards with 4 suits. The cards have suits on them. That is a bunny card. It has a bunny. That is a bird card. It has a bird.
Okay. Okay.
But there's no bird on the table. Okay? A lot of interactions you want to do, you have to use a corresponding card or activate a card or something like that. So if it says A and discard a matching card, and I'm talking about this clearing, Bunny is a matching card. So you often use your cards as resources, but of course I can't talk too generically because every freaking faction has their own way of doing everything.
Oh god. Okay.
So you really need to learn your faction, not everybody else's faction immediately, and then you need to learn everybody else's faction right behind that so you can stop us.
Okay.
Birds are wild. So when it says play a matching whatever, whatever, and you don't have a bunny, you can play a bird instead because birds are wild, right? But I have a special rule that says I hate birds, so birds aren't wild for my rituals, which is pretty funny. All right, so to tell you a little bit about me, I have some rules at the top. When I have a soldier die in battle and he was the defender, meaning you were the aggressor and you killed my soldiers, my dead soldiers become acolytes, and that's pretty good for me, which means I kind of want my guys to go get in your face and let you attack me, and then I go, I'm the defender, I died for my cause, and they become acolytes, right? My guys are all religious assholes, and they want to die for the cause. Okay?
Okay.
So I want to provoke fights, but as you being the attacker. I don't know why, that's just the way it is. Birds aren't wild for my rituals, and if I have a garden, it trumps all rulership rules. I own it. There's a lot of rules about who owns something, who has more people, or I get to break ties, or whatever. I have a super rule that says anywhere there's a garden, I rule it no matter what. Nobody can ever rule that. If this is empty and I have no soldiers, and you have 45 soldiers, I still rule it, which is not normal. Normally, when you outnumber someone, you rule their zone.
Is there a way to destroy it?
Yeah, just kill it. Stab it in the face. Let's talk about some generic rules. You can attack stuff with your troops, right? And when you fight, you roll dice. The attacker is going to take the higher number, and the defender is going to take the lower number.
Okay.
So if this was, let's say this is a bad guy's token, right? And I have my soldiers, okay? I roll a 2, killing 2 of your things, but the defender rolled a 1, killing 1 of my things. So I would lose one of my dudes, and they would lose their building, right? Because they have no other things, right? But there's a few limitations. You cannot deal more damage than you have soldiers. That's called the number of hits rule. So if I had one guy and I rolled a 3, well, one guy can't kill 3. So he actually only killed 1.
Oh.
That's a limitation. So if you want to be able to roll as well as you rolled, you got to bring more dudes. Okay? There's a second rule called the Undefended Rule. So if my 2 little guys or 1 little guy came in here and wanted to build a building, whatever I roll, right? Let's say I roll 3 and 3. I'm going to kill 3 things, but I can't. I can only kill 2. And he's going to kill 3 things, but he can't. He has no soldiers. So really, he's killing 0 because he doesn't have any guys. His limit is 0. Does that make sense? And also, I might have rolled a 0, meaning I'm like punching a building and I can't win. There's a special rule that says, well, if there's no defender, not only is their limit 0, but you get a +1 no matter what.
Oh.
So running into an undefended zone, you pop the building automatically because you can't roll lower than a 1, and they can't roll anything higher than a 0, and so the roll is almost irrelevant. So there is an undefended rule, which is pretty important when it comes to popping lone buildings with no defenders. But if there was a defender, we'd have to roll, and everything's different. He has a special rule that says when he's in a fight, he gets the higher number as the defender.
Oh.
Which I assume you're also getting the higher number when you're the attacker. So he gets the higher number no matter what. But that means if you run up to his stuff and try to stab them, and you roll a 3 and a 0, he's taking the 3 as the defender, and you're taking the 0 as the aggressor. So he's always winning ties, which makes it hard to stomp out his stuff. But again, that undefended rule, if he puts a sympathy token down, I don't even have to roll. Because I roll a minimum of 1 because he's undefended. I just pop his sympathy token. So it means, yeah, don't think that's going to stop you from popping sympathy tokens. It doesn't matter. It's still important, though, because there's cards called an ambush. So if I bring one guy and go, I'll get to pop it for free. I'm just gonna kill this. He can flip an ambush card, even though he has no soldiers, and he can kill my attackers. So, and nothing can still pop an ambush card. So it's still important that you went up and attacked it, right? I had 4 in my starting and 1 adjacent. So stop moving my people around. There's a thing called crafting. It's a little awkward. Everyone crafts their own way. There's going to be something in your chart that says how you craft. I craft using gardens. Okay?
Okay.
He crafts based on where his little fist in the air tokens are. You craft based on, I think, any of your buildings?
Yeah, I was using citadels and markets.
So all your buildings count as crafting. And she doesn't craft. She goes to us when we craft things and buys them off us. Okay? So, there's only 3 crafting rules we have to deal with because she's not a crafter, which is kind of nice. Okay? Crafting means take the card in your hand and actually do it. This is a bunny card. It will often be thrown away just as a bunny. Okay? But if I want to craft this, notice that it is a bunny card. Frustratingly, the crafting cost might not be bunnies. This could be a damn fox on a bunny card just to make things interesting and jive, right? But look at this. This is a great example. It's a bunny card. It costs 2 bunny. Which means if I want to craft this, I have to have 2 bunny worth of crafting to craft this. Okay?
Okay.
So even though bunny, I craft based on my gardens. I have 1 bunny. Guess what? 1 bunny is not enough to craft a 2 bunny item. Okay?
Okay.
So I can't craft this card. And this card can't be crafted. And this card takes 2 foxes. I can't craft shit. But eventually, when we have more stuff, we're going to be looking for the kinds of cards we could craft, and then you can pop them for special rule. If I had crafted this, Cobbler at the start of evening may take a move. This card would go underneath my mat as a special rule and go off every turn. Okay?
Okay.
So just like you're buying a special upgrade. In the meantime, cards are still cards. You almost always use cards as cards. You don't even craft that much. So I'm going to start. I am going to go into my bird song. Everybody has a bird song. It's like an upkeep in Magic cards. Okay, you're going to first, I'm going to adjust my outcast. The most common suit of lost souls, ignoring birds, becomes the outcast. There is no lost souls. There are no suits, so nothing happens. I discard my lost souls. Fine, irrelevant. I perform conspiracies and outcast clearings. I could perform a conspiracy here, but I have no acolytes. Done. Daylight. Reveal any number of cards from your hand, and each one becomes an action for me. I will reveal all 3 of my cards. So I'm revealing a bird, and a bunny. Okay? For each bunny, I can build in a matching clearing I rule. So do I rule a bunny? I'm an idiot. I will not reveal this. I can't reveal that. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, and then for each bird, I get to sacrifice one of my warriors and put them in the acolytes. 1, 2. I kill both these guys, turn them into acolytes. Okay? That's it. So the more cards I can reveal, the more actions I get. Then in the evening, return all the revealed cards to my hand. Ta-da! Craft using gardens, matching the outcast suit. I can only craft bunny. I can't craft. And then draw 1 card plus 1 card per card deck showing. I draw 1 card. My turn is over. Okay, that's that. My turn is over. That's not that bad. These guys have some weird things, but they're not that weird. I really want to get some bird cards so I can kill my own guys and turn them into acolytes. I'm glad I got some. Okay.
Okay. My turn.
Yeah, your special rules.
Birds on refresh. Oh.
Yeah.
These ones.
Yeah, you're
I
nimble.
wanted wood, seeking. I'm nimble. I can move regardless of who rules the clearing. I'm a lone wanderer. My pawn is not a warrior and cannot be removed from the map.
So there's a movement rule. If you want to move your guys from here to here, you have to rule either the source or the destination. You rule this, nobody rules this, so you can move. But if I put a bunch of guys on your head, I rule your clearing, but you can still run away. But if I rule all this, and I rule this, and I rule all this, and you're like here, you go, I want to run, but you also rule while I'm running. You can't, you're stuck, right? There is a basic movement rule.
Oh, okay.
You have to rule something. If your guys are stranded, they're stuck. She gets to ignore that because she's playing D&D. She doesn't care.
So refresh the items, but I don't have any exhausted yet. I can
Right.
slip, may move to a clearing or forest at no cost.
Yeah, an adjacent one, right? Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move to this one because it's empty and there's a ruin
There you
there.
go. Makes sense. Okay, so now for each boot you flip over, you can move. For each sword you flip over, you can battle. For each pot you flip over.
I think the T just helps.
Yeah,
them
so you move
refresh.
that T up to your refresh spot. I'm pretty sure that just goes there. That's why there's
Okay.
spots for it.
And then I'm gonna explore, so I'm gonna turn this one down and I score a victory point.
Every time you explore?
That's what it
Jeez,
says.
like you needed more victory points.
Right? And did you want me to just pick one of these, or do you want to give me a token?
Yeah, we should roll randomly.
So
I'll shuffle it and toss them in the air, and there you go.
okay,
You
I
get a
got
boot.
another boot. I can move 2.
So clear that ruins forever. Once a D&D player has cleared the ruins out, anyone can build there.
Oh.
Which, when you're not playing with a Vagabond at all, there's a lot less building spots for the rest of us. So having a D&D player opens the map up more. Once they get around to searching the damn dungeon.
Alright.
Notice your quests have icons on them. If you have the icons for a quest, you can do those quests in a matching clearing. You're in a bunny, so if you had a torch and a tea kettle, you could have given a speech.
Well, I exhausted my thing, so.
You can't do them.
Yeah.
But you do have 2 movements, so if you were in a mouse spot, you could flip 2 boots. You can do that, but you're not in a mouse spot, because moving will
then
take
I
one of
would-
your boots.
Yeah, if I move.
You do you, but that's how it works.
I'm just gonna just chill this one. So.
You chill. Okay, we'll go down your list. So your daylight, you
Daylight.
refresh, you exhaust what you want to refresh,
Yep.
and then go to evening,
And if in forest, repair all items.
which you're not.
Draw 1 card plus 1 per coin stack.
Okay, draw a card.
Remove items in satchel down to 6. So that
So if you have too many things in your satchel, you can't have that.
discard down to 5 cards. 2.
Okay, you're set.
Yep.
All right.
That's
Do
it.
you remember why you have cards?
Nope.
You give them to other players to buy the items that they built.
Okay.
So we're going to craft things. They're going to go in our crafted spot, and then you're going to give us cards for those things.
All right.
I think you also use cards for your relationships. Aid a faction X times during one turn to this relationship.
I'll read. I'll continue reading
All right.
because I think I said.
So you give cards to people to raise their faction status too.
Yeah.
All right, you're done. Chelsea.
Okay.
Your top bar has your special rules. One's called the Borough. That means you have this special spot off the map where you can put little dudes. Let's read it. What it says.
The borough is adjacent to each clearing with a tunnel.
Makes sense.
You always roll it, and only you can enter it.
Right. It's your special off the map zone.
Yep. So price of failure: whenever any number of duchy buildings are removed, return your swayed minister of highest rank to your unswayed ministers pile.
So you're going to have these ministers, and you're going to keep recruiting new ministers. But every time we kill one of your buildings, you're going to lose your highest ranked one.
Oh, that's annoying.
So we're going to set you back every time we pop one of your buildings.
Okay. Remove its crown from the game and discard a random card.
Okay?
Okay. Bird song: place 1 warrior plus 1 warrior per mole showing in the borough.
Oh, you didn't cover up your spots on your map. See those 6 buildings spots?
Oh, these?
Cover them with your buildings.
Oh, shoot.
White
So,
tokens.
so the rewards you get are the ones showing after you've removed those buildings.
Oh. Or after I've built them?
Correct.
Okay.
Building from left to right is going to reveal the rewards.
Oh, I didn't.
And then you'll know what rewards you get because they're revealed.
Well, I already forgot.
Well, you don't have to remember because they're not revealed.
Oh.
So you're going to read that thing, bird song, add 1 plus revealed moles, but you have no revealed moles, so you're adding 1.
Oh, just 1.
Okay?
Okay, and in daylight, I can take up to 2 actions. I could build, move, recruit, battle, or dig.
Makes sense. So you basically have 2 actions.
Okay, I'm going...
Building something's an action, moving your soldiers an action, recruiting more soldiers an action, battling is an action, and I believe dig is build a tunnel and then bring in your troops in one shot, right?
Okay,
So you want to dig as often as your pile of men gets big enough in your borough that you want to use them.
okay, I want to dig.
There's only one guy right now. I don't know if it's better for you, but yeah, do whatever you want.
Spend a card to place a tunnel with note. Spend a card. What does it mean, spend a card? Like this?
Yeah, you have cards in your hand. Yeah, you spend them.
Spend a card to place a tunnel in a matching clearing with no tunnel. Oh, okay.
And it could be anywhere. Does it say a tunnel you own, a place you own?
No, it just says spend a card to place a tunnel in a matching clearing with no tunnel. Then move up to 4 warriors from the borough into that clearing.
Perfect. So you can just go ahead and pop a tunnel right here and put your guys right in my face. Like you can go anywhere on the map.
If you want to.
Your tunnels can appear anywhere. You don't have to own them.
Oh shit.
And then the men that are in your borough automatically mobilize into that new zone.
Oh.
But we can go smash your tunnels.
No.
So when you kill warriors, you do not get victory points. You just kill them. But any token you remove from the map is worth a victory point. So just stomping tokens is worth points.
Oh. Stomping tokens. And then I can build, reveal a card to replace a building in a matching clearing you roll.
Place a building, yeah. And placing buildings is really important for you because that's how you get all your momentum.
But it says reveal a card. Is it this card or these cards?
Reveal means a card from your hand doesn't get burned. It just has to be
Oh.
revealed.
To place a building in a matching clearing, you roll.
Okay, so read that again. You're doing the build.
Building, reveal a card to place a building in a matching clearing, you roll.
Okay, so you have to rule it and you have to reveal. That's easy.
Okay.
That's super easy.
I will build then as one of my
So
things.
what are you revealing?
That I'm gonna do.
You currently rule a bunny, a wolf, and a mouse. So you got the whole gamut.
Okay, a mouse.
You
Which
reveal a mouse, okay, and then you put a building there.
put a building. Doesn't. Oh, it doesn't matter which
I
one.
mean, they do different things, but you can do whichever one you want.
This one, citadels.
Put it in the little square spot, okay? And that card's still in your hand. It's just been revealed for the turn.
Okay, and I could either move or battle or recruit.
Can you build twice?
I can build twice.
Hmm.
It says you may take the action of each swayed minister once.
Right, you don't have any sway
You haven't
ministers.
swayed any yet.
That'll happen after your daylight problem.
Okay. And
So you have one more action in your daytime.
birds are wild, right?
Yes, so you could reveal a bird and say it's a bunny to build a building in a bunny.
Okay. Building in a bunny. I do a bird.
Okay, you reveal a bird to build a building over there.
Yes.
So what are you building over there?
I am building another building.
All right, you're going
Yes.
total war.
Total war. Bye-bye.
All right,
Okay.
that's your 2 actions. So move on to your second step.
You may take the action of each swayed minister.
Okay, you don't have any ministers. Okay, third step.
Once per turn, you may reveal cards to sway a minister. You may only reveal cards matching clearings with any duchy pieces, 1 card per clearing.
So the reason you don't want to reveal your cards to build is because you have to reveal those cards to sway ministers. But you still have 1 card left, so I'm assuming you're going to reveal it.
Yes.
You have to match a place where you rule.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you're revealing what? A fox? And do you rule a fox? You got it. So you can sway a 1-point minister.
Okay. A
See
1.
how some of the ministers have 2 crowns, 3, whatever, how many cards you have to reveal?
Yeah.
Or maybe the cheapest one even takes 2 and you can't do it.
You have to reveal 2 cards. Yeah. Okay.
So you didn't have the ability to sway a minister today.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then evening, discard any revealed birds
Okay.
and return all other revealed cards to hand.
Okay. So that
So
bird's
you
gone.
lost your wild.
So when you use wild cards, they go away. Every card that gets this card in the entire game goes to me first because I'm a cultist.
Oh, shit.
I stack them in my lost souls and I deal with them as part of a stupid thing.
Okay. Second, craft using citadels and markets. So I could craft.
So your crafting is mouse 1, bunny 1. Do you have a card that has a single mouse symbol or a single bunny symbol? It might be the wind, but yes, it rattled.
I have 1 mouse.
No, that's not there.
But see, that's a mouse card, but the crafting cost in the bottom left, which is 1 bunny. You can still craft that.
Top.
Oh, yeah, I got
Right.
1. Yeah, right here. Yeah, 1 bunny. I have a bunny.
So do you want to craft that card?
Yes, travel gear plus 1. Yeah. Says make
I
a.
can't read it.
Oh, sorry. Make
That's
a
okay, it's fine. Let me just see. You
Make-
just put it down.
make a boot and.
Travel gear. You build a boot and you get a victory point for it.
Yeah.
Then you throw the card away. Okay? Give me the card. You made a boot. Here is the boot.
Made a boot.
You have an item spot on your thing called crafted items. Put that in your crafted items track.
Okay.
That means Saria can come buy it from you by giving you cards.
Did
Oh.
you get a victory for that? Or
Yes, you do. You get a
And-
victory for it. And what color are you?
Right.
You're the duchy, the nice peach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peachy. Okay. And I only craft once. Then third, draw 1 card plus 1 rainbow showing.
Yes. You as you build the markets, you'll get rainbow showing.
Okay. Well, I don't have any markets.
I know that.
Discard down to 5 cards. Well, cool.
Didn't have that.
I did it.
All right.
You're set.
I'm Gucci. Okay.
So your loop is a little weird, but it's not that hard. It makes sense. You reveal stuff to have things happen, and then the ones you don't reveal can be stacked to sway ministers. So if your cheapest minister costs 2, you want to hold a pair where you have pieces,
Oh,
which is
okay.
pretty easy because it can be any pieces on the map. But if you're trying to do a 3-point minister, you'll need like 3 foxes, right? So how do you get a 3-of-a-kind foxes? You gotta make sure you have some fox, you reveal 3 foxes, then you get a 3-point minister. But that's why you discard your wildcard birds, because you might need to reveal birds in order to make a 3-of-a-kind or a 4-of-a-kind.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, James.
All right.
Outrage.
Third song.
What are your special rules?
Oh, it's the first page.
Outrage. When a player removes sympathy or moves any warrior into a sympathetic clearing, that player must add a matching card from their hand to my supporters.
Okay. So your
If they
supporters-
cannot, they show their hand and I draw the card I like. and add it to my supporters.
Okay.
You got Guerrilla War. In a battle that has defenders, I use the higher die roll. And the attacker uses the lower, so basically I just always get higher dice.
Yeah.
No matter what. Okay. So I'm Bird Song. I do Revolt. I spend 2 supporters matching a sympathetic clearance. Move all enemy pieces there. Place matching base and warriors there equal to total number of matching sympathetic clearings. Place a warrior in the officer's box. Well, I can't do that because I don't have any.
Right. So that's to blow up. You're gonna check whether you blow up at the start of every game.
It would be nice if they somehow called out the proper terms, because they just have sympathetic clearing and like, oh, it's sympathetic, not like it's a game.
Right. Any piece that has one of your sympathy pieces.
Right. But I'm saying that it would be nice if they called those, like here below. So I guess that's a typo. They have sympathy down there, and it's capitalized. At least capitalize it. Anyways. So, 2, spread sympathy. Any number of times, spend a number of supporters listed on the sympathy track to place a sympathy adjacent to a sympathetic clearing. If possible, supporters must match the target clearing.
Okay. So because you have no sympathetic clearings on the board,
Yep. So I'm going to use
they
these.
can go anywhere, and currently these cost 3. Cost 1. Your first 3 will cost 1 card.
Okay.
And you have a stack of 3 starting cards,
Yes.
so you should be able to create sympathy from day 1.
But then when I think about what I'm going to do after that, because
Right.
daylight would be craft, I don't care about that. Mobilize, which will move shit down there.
Right.
Train, spend a card from your hand matching your build base, which I'm not going to have, so I'm not worried about that. Evening.
And evening's based on your number of operatives.
So
You don't have any options.
all right, so my first turn is just spread
Yes, you're going to create sympathy and then usually throw your hand away. So you create a fox.
Yep. And I just throw these.
Any fox.
There we go.
Okay, and you can keep going. You
so
get
people
0
get-
victory points for that.
People get to attack these, right?
They
If
can
want.
attack them, but remember, moving soldiers in gives you a card, and then stomping it out gives you a card.
Right.
So you're going to get incredibly powerful if we do stomp them. But if we don't stomp them, you're unstoppable. So we're damned either way.
All right.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
I'll spend that for this guy right here.
You get a victory point.
And now I get a victory point. No. Also, when they attack me, what's the roll high? They still get to just stomp it out automatically?
Because it's
even
undefended, they're going to get a +1 even if they roll a 0.
though- All right.
So it's not possible to fail to stomp it out.
Okay. All right.
A single soldier will, even if you roll 0, get a 1, and it doesn't matter,
But I get a card out of it if they
Yes, exactly. They'll have to give you support cards.
matching that area.
Unless they don't have one, and then you're going to get some card.
And then I pick one.
Yeah.
What if they have no cards at all?
Then they just don't have to pay you.
Damn, that's bullshit.
Well, it might say they have to.
It says they have.
When a player removes a sympathy or moves any warriors into a sympathetic clearing, that player must add a matching card from their hand to your supporters. If they can't, they show you their hand. So yeah, you could have 0. If they have no cards, they don't pay.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
That's the best time to murder the supporters.
Right. All right. I guess I'll go with those 2 because I like this card and I don't want to get rid of it yet, and I
Okay.
don't want somebody to just stomp it for free.
Yeah.
So I'm good with that. Okay. So my daylight. I could craft. All these really suck,
Okay. Then you
or
generally,
they have a high price. If they don't
then
suck.
you generally just throw them all into your support track.
So yeah, I can mobilize. I can't train. I don't have anybody. Boop, bloop.
Done.
Military operations again. That
Okay, you have no
involves-
officers yet.
Yeah, I have no clue what that means anyways. And then 2, draw 1 card plus 1 card for every
So-
card showing.
And I think it's per base.
So I
It's
get
one card.
one freaking card.
One card.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
All right. My turn. I adjust the outcast. That means I check this for any of the highest number. So, there's 2 birds. The most common suit of lost souls, ignoring birds, becomes the outcast, and they're the same. If it's already outcast, if the outcast suit is hated, all conspiracy costs less. So I have to pick between mouse or fox. I am going to move it to mouse. Whoop. And now these are actually in the discard pile. That's just a quick check every round to see as the it's like the lunar cycle changing, right?
What'd you do?
So
I think
discard lost souls
he said
done.
Mike is in the bag, which means You're probably making the most noise.
Oh yeah, you probably have
Sorry.
the bag right next to the microphone.
Sorry.
That's what that means.
Reveal
maybe
a number
put
of
a hit
cards.
between us.
Perform conspiracy in
Okay.
the outcast clearing.
Like maybe there.
Ooh,
Alien
okay.
or may move from any outcast clearing and then may battle in the designated.
Not sponsored by Sanditas.
I'll get you a plate. Just chili.
There we go.
A plate.
All right, where is Mouse's? Oh, I did this wrong. No, perfect. That's a mouse over there. All right, mole people.
Oh,
You're dead. I will convert. I will spend 2 acolytes, remove an enemy warrior in an outcast clearing, and place a warrior there. So Mouse is currently my outcast, right? So I'm going to remove 2 of my acolytes. One of her little guys blow up and becomes a lizard. I converted her into a lizard.
Nice. Well, you bastard.
okay.
I
see you.
So my conspiracies are done. Revealing a number of cards from my hand, and I will get a ritual for each one. Place a guardian in a matching clearing you rule. To rule that, I have to outnumber you. I have 1 dude, you have 2 dudes, so I don't rule that. Okay?
No, you don't.
But I do rule this, and I do rule that. So, I will reveal... Do I want to reveal my entire hand?
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
I think I do. But I can't score if I do that. So I do need to reveal this. I do need to reveal this. But do I want to reveal this? Do I have any rabbits?
We're not gonna
Rabbits?
remember.
Rabbits? Okay, I reveal everything. Okay, I reveal all 4 cards. My rabbit, I can recruit a warrior in a rabbit. I recruit a warrior in a rabbit. Okay. My mouse, I place a garden in a matching clearing I rule. That places a garden here in a mouse clearing that I rule. And then my 2 birds, remove one of my warriors from the map into my acolyte's box. Ah! I murder 2 of my own men. Done. Return the cards to my hand. Craft using gardens that match the outcast. So only my mice count. I have 1 mouse. So I could craft mouse 1. Damn it, I have a mouse card that crafts for 1 fox. Okay. I can't craft. Draw 1 card plus 1. I draw 1 card. And I am done.
You got a max hand size?
5. Everybody does. Drop down 5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's max hand size 5. Okay, I'm done.
Alright.
Didn't even get any freaking victory points.
Refresh 3 items, which I don't even have.
That's fine.
Well, I only have 1 over, turned over.
What's the special ability of the thief? It's on your card. You have the special. I'm looking at steal. What is your special thief?
Oh, take a random card from a player in your clearing.
Okay, so you can jack our cards. Okay.
So, I may move to a clearing or forest at no cost.
Yeah, it's your first jump.
I'm gonna go. They don't have to be adjacent, right? Or do they?
They totally have
But-
to be adjacent.
Okay.
That's
well,
not adjacent.
How is it not if
Because you have
I
to
go through the
there
woods.
first. No. You can jump into the woods as your free step,
dang it?
but you cannot jump through the woods and then into a town for free. That takes a movement.
No. Okay. Well, then I'll just go into the woods.
So you probably want to look at what quests are coming up,
Yeah.
and then say, let's say you want to go to Mouse for 2 boots. Don't use your boot to move there. Use your nimble to get there, and then you
Okay.
can use your 2 boots to do the quest. That's why you get your little free step. The only other reason you have your free step is the mechanical way you go into the forest to end your turn and refresh your entire board because people are killing you.
Okay. So I'm escorting in a mouse clearing. I will exhaust my boots, right?
Yeah,
Turn 'em
both
over.
boots. Yep.
Boom.
This is done. You get
So-
either reward. You can draw 2 cards, or you can get +1 victory point per orange quest. And these will stack up. So if this is your 4th one, you'll get 4 victory points for it.
I'll take victory points.
Okay, you get 1 victory point. It is your first time. What color are you?
That gray
Gray.
color.
And then you get a new quest. Flip up a new quest.
Oh,
I think somebody played the Vagabond last time we played and did not complete a single quest the entire game, and they still won the game.
I don't think
They didn't even know
played it yet.
they didn't even know quests were in the game, and they won the game just by shooting people in the face with a crossbow.
So that's it. Explore a quest strike, repair, craft. So.
What else you want to do? You can steal. I'm there. You can
I
stab
can't.
me. Or you can do the aid.
I don't want to.
Don't stab him. He'll get an
Then
acolyte.
you can aid me and get victory points for giving me cards.
Oh, okay.
Or freebie, take one of his cards, right?
Yes, she can flip her. What's funny is that's not an aggressive action. You can steal one of my cards and then use it to pay for more giving to me to give me a higher
You
reputation.
give your shit back. Here's your garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, it's win-win for you.
Yeah. I mean.
If you're not using your items for something, you should try to find some way to use them.
So that's what I have to expend this
That's what
to
your steal says. Yeah, flip
Okay.
torch. Steal a card.
So.
It's a random card. They can't just give you one because I have them all sorted. Ta-da! Okay.
Woohoo!
Did you read how the aid action works?
Not really.
Relationships.
Give a card matching
Aid
your
if action
clearing
X
to a
times
player
during
there.
one turn to shift the relationship. So you'll have to do it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times in the same turn. And then what does it cost to aid someone?
I don't have to do it 3 times in the same turn.
To get all the way up to here. To go from 0 to 1, you have to do it once. To go from 1 to 2, you have to do it twice in 1 turn. To go from 2 to 3, you have to do it 3 times in 1 turn. That's why it says do it X times in 1 turn. Basically means get a 3 of a kind and hand them a 3 of a kind.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. What's the aid cost you? Any chip, right?
Doesn't even.
Aid, any.
Okay. So give a card matching the clearing to a player there.
And flip a chip. Because it's any chip, do aid.
Oh, okay.
So flip your sword, give me a matching card. So you have to give me a mouse.
Do you want to pick?
I don't know. Is it any help? Can I craft it?
Looks good.
Neat. I'll try to make this for you, and then you can shoot our enemies. So, because you did it 1 time in the same turn, you will move my reputation up to the 1,
Yeah,
the
there
next
you go.
box. And notice the top of that box, you get a +1 reputation.
Yep.
So you also
Victory
need a +1
point.
victory points. Sorry, that's the wrong person.
Yep.
This goes to 3. Okay?
Alright.
So each time you notch us up, you'll get victory points.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you make someone hostile, you get a victory point every time you shoot someone.
Right.
Okay?
That's it. If enforced, repair all items. Nope. I don't have any coins.
Mhm.
Discard. I have less than 5. Remove items in satchel down to 6. So.
So do you not draw cards? Draw 1 card. Yeah, draw 1 card.
Oh, plus per.
Plus coins, yeah. So you definitely want to use your cards or you're going to start throwing them away.
Y'all start crafting things so I can start.
She did. She
stealing.
made a boots.
I mean,
Oh. Okay. Cool.
And you don't steal those, you buy those.
We're right.
please don't steal.
I mean, I will acquire them one way or the other.
I will acquire them.
I will trade.
You may take an item. Okay, so aid is the way you take items.
Okay. Oh.
Alright, who's up? Chelsea is up.
Place 1 warrior plus 1 warrior per mole showing in the Borough.
How many moles are showing? 3. So you place 4 freaking warriors.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's my bird song. Hi.
So many stupid warriors. And he's a low warrior empire, and I'm a low warrior empire. You're going to have warriors everywhere.
Heck yeah, you watch this, guys. Watch this. Okay, I get 2 actions. I'm gonna move, but I
Okay.
get 2 movement, right?
It
Because I got a
depends.
boot.
No, the boots are for the Dungeons & Dragons player.
Oh, so okay, don't matter to
You
me.
just get to move.
Oh, okay.
You can take a move action. So when you take a move action,
Mm-hmm.
it's any number of people.
Oh, any number.
That's a single move. So you could take your entire 5-man burrow and fart them into the corner. It's 1 move. But remember, there's a built-in move when you dig. So if you wanted the burrow man, don't move, dig. But otherwise, this is a move. Or just one of them is a move.
I just want 1.
I'm just saying, that's how a move works. Both of them can go there as 1 move, and then all 4 can go there as 1 move.
Oh.
You know, they're each moves. And you can use the ferry boat. Your 2 guys can hop the ferry to go to any of the adjacent connection places, and you'll get a card if you ever move the ferry boat.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna move to this little fox thingy.
Okay, so take both or 1.
Just 1. I'm
Okay.
gonna bring 1.
That's your move. That's
That's
one of your
my
2
move.
actions.
1. And I'm going to spend a card to place a tunnel in the matching clearing with no tunnel. And I
Okay.
reveal it or I discard it.
You read it again. Dig. It says reveal.
Spend a card.
Spend means you use it. It's gone.
Okay. I'm actually gonna get rid of this. So spend a card, and I'm going to
So
dig
you
a
pick
tunnel.
Fox. You put it in any. This goes to my lost souls. You put a tunnel on any Fox space. So you didn't even have to move your guy in here. You could have just done that.
Well, I want to be there.
But all your guys are going to move there automatically when you dig.
Mother trucker.
So don't waste your action on that yet.
Okay.
Do your dig first.
Okay.
You spend a fox. You put a tunnel there. Read the rest of dig.
Then move up to 4 warriors from the Borough into that
There
clearing.
you go. You automatically. your guys are going to pop up anywhere you dig automatically.
Okay.
That's your first action.
I can.
So now moving that 5th guy is kind of pointless, you know. So don't waste your action on that.
Okay. And I will build. I'm going to build another one.
Okay, you're going to build.
I'm going to build.
You have to reveal a card to build.
Mother trucker. Wait. I might not want to do that because I don't want to reveal it. Recruit. No, I'll just place. I can just recruit. I can place 1 warrior into the Borough.
Yeah, you always have a free action if you didn't spend them. Okay, you recruit for a bonus.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, what else you want to do? That's your 2 actions, right?
That's the 2
Okay,
actions.
second, activate every guy, but you didn't have any guys. And third, recruit guys, but you only have 1 card, so I doubt you can recruit any guys.
Nope.
Doing great.
Great. I got a lot of moles.
You have a lot of moles, but you have no guys yet.
Evening, I discard any bird cards and return all reveal cards to hand. I don't.
Okay, you didn't reveal any cards.
I don't want to craft anything. I'm good.
Oh, come on.
I'm not crafting. I'm good. And then draw 1 card plus 1 card per rainbow, but I don't have a rainbow.
You don't have a rainbow. You built 2 soldiers.
Okay.
So you built 3 men a turn.
Yep.
That's going to slow down your card growth.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm realizing this.
Yes. James.
Good. Revolt. I can.
Can you already revolt? You would need to
Spend.
have a pair of foxes or a pair of bunnies.
Supporters sympathetic to a clearing.
Yeah, if you have a pair of foxes, pair of bunnies, or of course birds can make their problem.
And they are spend, right?
Yeah,
Yep, there's
spend.
2.
They go to me. Anytime cards are spent, they go to me.
Okay.
So you blow up in the fox location.
Yep.
So that means any enemy piece is gone, but
Yep.
there's nothing there. You put a base there.
Yep. Does it cover one of these?
Yes, it's a building.
Zoop.
And then a bunch of things are going to happen. You're gonna,
All right. Sympathetic clearing. Remove all enemy. Yep. Place matching base and warriors there equal to the total number of matching sympathetic clearings.
so 1. There's only 1 matching wolf.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you had a pair of wolves, you'd get more troops.
Gotcha. Okay. So I gotta do.
Yeah, you get 1 dude.
Can you stand
I
up?
got it.
Thank you.
And
All right.
then you get officers.
And place a warrior in the officer's box.
There you go. So the number of officers you have is the number of bonus actions you take at nighttime.
Okay.
But every time we kill a base, I think you lose half your officers.
Something like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna get there. Okay, I can spread sympathy now. Spend a number of supporters listed on the sympathy track to place sympathy in an adjacent spot, and I do spend a number of supporters. Listed on
Your sympathy still costs 1.
sympathy, and I have to do that. Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's all for
supporters.
Look to me. Shit. No, this is me. That's him. So you played a bunny, put a bunny. Perfect.
Yep.
Oh, I've made a mess.
Okay. And so I get another victory point.
You revealed a 1, yes.
Yep. So actually, 1, 2. I should get 2. Yep.
Yep.
Cool. All right. That is my whatever. Now my daylight. I can craft using sympathy. I still don't understand what the hell that means.
You're at 2 bunny and 1 fox. If you have a
Oh.
card that has a single fox, you could craft it because you have a fox. If you
Oh.
have a card that took 2 bunny, you could craft it because you're at 2 bunny. Your crafting is based on the number of sympathy tokens you have down. And you're
Gotcha.
absolutely right, you were a high crafter. You were already at 3 points of crafting.
Right, but I use the card when I craft.
The
right?
card goes away, yeah.
Yeah, which I don't. This is a good card. I want to go with.
There you go. But some cards have passive bonuses, like free move and free battle. And you're like, I want that. Especially certain factions like yours, you
Yeah.
definitely want free actions. Or maybe you're not so much, but like she does. She can only battle once as one of her 2 actions. She would love to craft a card for a free battle every turn.
Okay, so I could train. I could spend a card matching a base, so I could spend a box and add another warrior to
Add
my
a warrior
box.
in the officers. Yeah, you'd get more
And
officers.
then in the evening, I can move, recruit, battle, or organize
For
depending on how
each
many
officer,
of these
yeah.
dudes.
So making officers is amazing. It's just free actions.
What the hell's recruit? Place of
More soldiers, yeah.
So I can do like 2 soldiers.
So anytime you build an officer, that's at least a soldier. I mean, if you really wanted soldiers, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah, battle, or I can organize. Remove warrior, place sympathy there. Oh shit! So my dudes can now.
Your dudes can move over and make more sympathy, and you don't have to pay the
I
3
don't have to-
supporters.
shit.
So that's especially useful when you have your sympathy spread out.
And I'm only going to get 2 cards this turn.
One card. Oh yeah, you are going to get 2 cards.
If I spend this, you get this card.
I don't get it. It's just like a phase tracker to say what color becomes the next phase.
Okay.
I don't get it to do anything with it. It's not helpful to me. If it mattered and you knew I had to do a bunny thing, you could burn Fox cards to shift it out of bunny. So you can use it to screw me over, but you really can't do much about it. And I don't
but
get
if
those
I had
cards.
a bird, you're going to get a...
I'm not going to get anything. No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
In fact, this ignores birds.
Okay.
It's just what phase of the moon is the next phase. I don't use those cards at all.
Then I will do this to get myself another officer.
So you could create this, crafting any 2, and you have 2 bunny.
But
while moving, you ignore rule. That could be pretty damn good.
I know, but I
Okay.
need the officers to
So
do
what?
momentum.
So you did it in daylight. You train, spend a card. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Evening.
Evening.
Military operations.
Up to 1 per officer. You
I
get
can
2 officers.
move, I can recruit, I can battle, or I can organize. So... So I could actually like, no, that's 2. All right. So I can only recruit it at my home base there, right? Oops.
Yes, you have to recruit at a base. I believe it might be where there's sympathy. Recruit
Place
base.
a
Yep.
warrior at a base. All right. So I got 2 of these things. I'm gonna recruit and move.
So you recruit him and then you immediately move him. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I move the other guy and
Yeah,
recruit.
who cares? Yeah, who
Whatever.
cares?
Yep.
Okay, that's your 2 nighttime actions.
Yep.
Are you now done?
Yep. Now I draw 1 card plus 1 for each
2
2
cards.
dice.
You got it. Okay, my turn.
And that becomes my hand.
I
Okay.
check the outcast. It is clearly Fox in the lead. This gets in the trash, and the phase becomes Fox. Okay, so now I'm on a Fox phase. Discard the Lost Souls. I can use Conspiracy in Fox zones. I can either turn these 2 acolytes into. I can convert an enemy warrior, which will piss James off. I could Crusade. I don't want any of these things. Now's not the time. Alright, I don't do that. Reveal a number of cards from your hand and perform a ritual for each. The phase is Fox. I definitely want to build in the Fox zone. Ugh. These become acolytes. Well, I'm not super happy with my hand. I can't score points yet. It's the 3rd round of the game and I still can't score any damn points. I will reveal all 5. For each bunny, I recruit in a matching clearing, so I get to put a man on a bunny. Yes. Place a warrior in a... Oh, this is global. It doesn't have to be where I have men. I can just build anywhere. Okay. That's right. My cultists are all over the place. Place a warrior in a matching clearing. Good. I completely forgot about that. 2 mouses. I could build in a no. I can only build in a matching clearing you rule. There are no mouse clearings I rule. No, I do rule a mouse clearing. So my mouse will become a matching clearing I rule, and a mouse. That's my 2 mouses, and then my 2 birds are kill a guy and make him into an acolyte. Him and him will become acolytes. That's my 5 actions. I put my hand back. I craft using gardens that match the outcast suit 0, and then I draw a card. And then I have to discard down to 5.
Go, go, go.
So I will discard a... Shit, I really would have liked to have crafted that. That's really fun. And you want this, so I should do this for you. Okay, I'll save this. I will throw away a bird card.
Josh's hand occasionally goes over the top of your head.
What's that?
Your hand goes over the... No, when you're playing with... When you're sorting your cards, it goes over the top of Chelsea's hand. It looks like this, like, some giant hands plucking at the top of her head.
Okay, I am done. I have 4 acolytes. Okay, go ahead, Saria.
Okay, I can refresh 3 items plus 2 per tease, so that's all of
Everything.
them.
Yeah, everything's refreshed.
I only have 4. I can slip to a clearing or forest at no cost. I'm going to go over here and expend my torch to search for something.
Search the dungeon
One
or
of the ruins. One of those
Right,
three
right.
pieces you can give to me. Sweet, I got a satchel. So I can put that
So
through.
now you can have more total items.
Yes.
Some people call it a coin
Excuse me.
So I can still move. I
What are
can
your
aid.
You can go stab a mouse. There's nothing to stab. I mean, I guess you can
know,
stab the
yeah.
mole people.
Or I could go help the mole people.
You could.
I have crafted items. Crafted item.
Ironically, she
Yes.
can buy your items even if she's murdering you.
What?
Yes.
No!
I'll take that and take this.
Exactly.
Let's see, but I cannot. Oh, can I use the ferry to move? Or-
Yeah. In fact, you would be able to jump. You have to go over there to get to the ferry, but then you'd
Okay.
get free cards for using the ferry pointlessly. But you could hop across the lake. You just have to do it from where the ferry's at.
Okay. So that's out of the question right now.
Right
'cause
now.
The ferry's docked.
But you got 2 bonus movement per
Down there.
turn right now if you can't
Yeah.
use them for something.
But
You could blow up Josh's undefended bases for
You know
freebie
what?
points.
You could.
I'll move here and move there.
Okay.
What up, D&D?
So
That's your 2 boots.
now I aid.
The
give
only
a
thing you have
card,
left is a
matching the
sword.
clearing.
You could aid her, yeah. Do you have to flip a sword? Because it's the only thing to flip.
That's-
You have to flip to aid.
Oh yeah.
So you're flipping 1 token.
Yep.
And you're gonna give her 1 fox.
Yep. Here you go.
And then you accomplish the
Might like
first
that
tier of loyalty. So move her to
For-
loyalty 1. You
I
get 1 victory
one
point for
victory
that.
point.
You have 4 victory points.
Yep. I've exhausted everything.
Are you wanting my boot? Or is this just giving
Oh,
it to
and she can take an item. Yeah, she
Yes.
definitely should take the item.
Yes. Thank you.
Did you get a point for that too? Or no?
No,
No.
no, flip that boot over. I think you can immediately aid her again.
you? I don't have anything else.
Doesn't matter. She can give you cards and get the victory. Oh no, you wouldn't get a victory point for it. You have to do it 2 times to level up again.
Oh, did I get a victory point when I turned over that room?
Not this latest explorer, no.
So there we go.
Oh, and this is gone. The
Yeah.
ruin's gone.
I'll put it with the other one here.
Yeah.
Draw 1 card, please. Discard down to 5. I only have 5.
Good.
Remove items in satchel.
You
down
could
to
move
6
again.
plus 2.
You have that last boot if you want to move with it.
I'll just stay.
Okay. Chelsea, you're up.
Okay, place 1 warrior, and then 3 more.
Plus 3 more.
So I got 6 moles.
Yes.
We're multiplying quite fast.
Yes. The underground is full of freaking moles.
Okay,
Disappear quite quickly.
could be.
This is going to be interesting because, again, you're supposed to have 1 hard faction fighting another hard faction and then soft factions in the middle. But with only 1 hard faction, is it going to be like she can overrun us but we're all going to fight her? I don't know what's going to play out.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure it out.
Dudes.
I do have a lot of moles.
You need to work on swaying.
You know what else is
investors.
funny? If she stabs you, she breaks her loyalty with you and has to put you in the hostile zone forever. But you can stab her and she's not hostile. So you can stomp the D&D player and they're like, but I still like you, please, please. Try. She can be nice to you even though you're stabbing her.
Oh.
It's only if she's hostile does she put you into the hostile category.
Okay. Well, that doesn't help me, I guess. Okay. Okay, Birdsong, now I'm
You
gonna
didn't
get
just draw a card, right?
No.
Okay.
She gave me a card.
Right. And actually, that's a good point because your card draw is so limited. This ferry boat might be like your salvation. You can move that stupid ferry boat around just to get free cards.
I could just do that. Honestly, I need that.
Because you don't have action draw a card, right?
No.
But you could actually build a market, which would give you a card, right? Move that first little market barrel. Does that say +1 card?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So any build would give you a card per turn.
Well, that's what I wanted
So,
to do.
yeah, building is also really good for you.
Okay, well, build. I'm actually going to build. Reveal a card to place a building in a matching clearing your rule. I'm going to use Damn it.
What?
I don't have it.
Don't
Wait.
have what?
You don't have Fox.
No,
That's a
I
bunny
don't have
card.
it. That's a bunny
You don't
card.
rule a bunny?
She
No,
just
I don't
rolled
roll a bunny.
You rule a bunny.
Yeah, but it only has
Build a
one spot.
Oh, yeah, you can't build it. You're right.
Don't look at it.
Where
It's
else
right
is a bunny?
Not where she
There.
rules.
You need a mouse.
You don't have enough
There.
troops there. You don't have enough troops there.
Yeah.
You need a mouse or fox.
Who wins ties of rule when it's your token and her one soldier and there's no tiebreaker?
Isn't there a building?
I think-
Doesn't the building count?
You know what I'm saying? Where you have a sympathy,
Oh.
if she moves one soldier in, I think neither of you rule it because neither of you have control.
Right.
Birds win ties, but if neither of you win ties, neither of you rule it.
You got a fox? You got a stranglehold of this joint.
Do you have a fox
I know.
card?
I don't have. Yes, I
Didn't
do
I
have a
just give
fox
you a
card.
Fox card?
Yes, you did. You're right. You're
And
right.
Is
I
build
just
reveal or
gave
is
it
build
to you.
consume?
No. Okay. No. Okay. I couldn't see that. No. Build is reveal a card. You
Yes,
don't.
you just
Yeah,
reveal.
balls in the way.
So you don't even lose your fox card to build.
Nope. I want
So
that.
reveal your fox.
That's my
Put a building there.
building. I'm gonna use my little market.
Yeah. Now we have something to kill.
Don't kill me.
I'm gonna kill you.
I wasn't telling you. I'm
Oh.
telling her.
Well then good. I'm glad you know that I'm gonna kill you and you don't care.
I have more.
Or you
I have more moles.
you fight the gap and you move up so Josh can't get at that spot.
See, again, I'm not a traditional character. I don't have locations. I'm everywhere.
How do I get
I don't have a
moles?
home base. I do have a garden, which is important to me, but
How do I get my moles out of my burrow?
dig.
I
Or
Don't you?
move
I
them.
thought you burrowed to get them out.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
you dig new tunnels, you move 4 out for free. If you just do a move action, you take all of them to a tunnel. They're adjacent to each tunnel, and they can just move out as a move. So getting them out is very easy. You have 2 incredible ways to get them out.
Okay.
But you're limited on battles, and unless you start recruiting ministers giving you free battles, you have no way to fight without taking your actions. Your ministers are your action solution. Every one of them is a free action every turn.
Okay. Well, once per turn, I will move my little boat. I will
Okay.
use one.
How many are you going to move?
Just
And
one.
then what adjacent lake place are you moving to? You don't actually ride the boat, but I mean, iconically, you can do it because it's cute. But which adjacent place are you moving him to?
What adjacent place? I am going to go.
Okay, so then move your guy there, put the boat there, and you get a card for moving the boat.
Yay! I moved it. Okay. Great. That does not help me.
Because now James is going to attack.
I don't have to kill her for free.
Oh.
Really not the best move. You should have went to
What do you mean you
Josh's
kill it for
spot.
free? First of all, you moved a soldier into a sympathy spot. Are you forgetting that? I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
forgetting that.
I'm forgetting.
You don't want to do that.
Okay.
You'll have to give him a card if you move
You'll
that.
give me a card and your dude will get killed
Well,
when I take over the city.
fuck not.
Oh, you mean when it blows up?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'll automatically
Blow up
kill him. And I
everybody?
get an extra dude.
If
Yeah.
he revolts in a spot, every single opposing piece is destroyed. Obviously not you, because you're not a piece that can be removed, but everyone's everything is destroyed.
I'm gonna go.
Like that 3 is a juicy spot.
Yeah.
This one's good because it's
You want
close
this?
to
Yes.
you.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Well,
Damn it.
now I'm gonna move that boat and get a card. I'm just kidding.
Okay, that's my move. Okay, you may take the action of each swayed minister once. I don't have one, and I still don't have a sway minister. Now we're going to evening. Discard any bird cards. I don't have any. Return all other revealed cards.
But wait, you couldn't sway a minister?
No, okay, I can't.
Why not?
You
have
don't
3
have to
unrevealed
sway.
cards.
You
Oh,
don't-
shit.
You can look at all of them. You don't have to just do like the top one first.
Do you understand? Like they have a number of cards shown on each card, like a
Yeah.
little card icon. There's like 2s,
They're all
3s, and
2,
4s.
Okay.
So the lowest one is a 2, right?
Yeah.
So what is the
Oh,
sway?
take the action. Oh.
No. Look at the sway rule. It says reveal a number of cards.
No, on your track.
Oh, it just says once per turn you may reveal cards to sway a minister. You may only reveal cards matching clearings with any duchy pieces, 1 card per clearing.
Okay, so this is incredibly easy. You can literally reveal 3 cards right now.
Okay.
Can you reveal a fox card?
Yes,
Reveal it. Okay, that's 1 clearing. Can you reveal a bunny card?
I do have a bunny card.
Reveal it. You're at 2. Can you reveal a mouse card?
I don't.
Do you
What
have
else
a
can you
bird?
reveal? Can you reveal another
Birds are
fox
wild.
card?
I can.
Then reveal a fox card.
There.
You're at 3. You can have a 3-point minister right now.
Oh.
You pick the minister you like. I think
So
they're
there's
all,
2s, 3s,
Oh,
and
there's only
4s.
one that's 4.
Yeah, I think there's 3 and 3 and 3.
No, there's 4. I just saw it.
I know.
Yeah,
I think there's 3 2s, 3 3s, and 3 4s.
Oh, okay.
There's no
I
1.
was like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no 1. That's too shitty.
Yeah, like there's.
But
3
you're at
of
3.
First level.
If you can reveal 3 cards, So your limitation is you have to have a piece in different clearings, and you have to match those clearings. So you don't want 2s of a kind and 3s of a kind like she does. You want them to all be variety. And I forgot, you don't have to have them be like 3 foxes, because you can give someone aid here, and then you can move, and then give them a third aid over there. And you still aided them 3 times. You still get, so you can spread your cards out too.
Okay. 3 cards. No, I don't have that. Okay. Okay.
We'll move on.
I got one.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter to the now, because this next turn you get the free action. So
Okay.
you can make your decision whenever you want.
Okay.
But let us know. What did you do?
I got a noble. I got 3 cards. My little 3.
Okay, so you take a crown off of the correct number. It's a
Noble.
3-point crown. That goes, I don't remember where it goes.
Just set it
It just
somewhere
sets
face
aside.
up.
And know how much
put your
victory
card
points
down.
did you reveal?
2.
So you get 2 victory points.
Put your card down face up.
Your tan,
So
1,
just-
2.
Very good. And put the little crown on top of it.
Oh.
So the crown will never go back on your board, even if that minister gets destroyed.
Oh.
So
But you can re-sway him.
you can get the guy back, but you'll never get the 2-point victory kicker again and again and again. You'll only get that one time.
Okay.
So it actually doesn't matter where the crown goes. It only matters they got removed and you got the kicker.
Okay.
So what's his thing? Birdsong do what?
Take up to 2 moves or initiate up to 2 battles.
Yes, that's incredible. That's a ton of free actions for
And
you.
I do want to battle.
That's at Birdsong, the beginning of each of your turn.
Oh, birdsong.
Yep.
Yeah, during Birdsong.
So
A lot of things you don't get the goodies until the turn after.
Which is
The way
really
they
funny
cascade
that
'em.
your number 2 says do the action of each of your ministers, but the minister says do this in Birdsong. So whatever.
This says brigadier.
Oh, okay. Then it'll happen during your second phase. After your 2 actions, on
Okay.
your second phase, he will go off.
Oh, he will go off. Okay.
And then in your third phase, you can buy a new guy.
Oh, okay.
And all your guys will pile up and you'll have a bunch of guys.
Okay.
If those cards were all revealed, none of them were destroyed, so they're
Right.
all back in your hand.
Yep. Alright, discard any bird cards. I do not have any bird cards.
Good for you.
And return all bird cards to hand, and then craft using citadels and markets. I don't want to craft
So
anything.
your crafting is 1 fox, 1 bunny, and 1 mouse. You have 1 of each to craft. So any card with a little icon down here, you can craft me for 1. You can do any of them because you have 1 of each.
Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. I'll do this little fox.
Okay, what's he say?
2 foxes for
So you build a sword. Oh, he's 2 foxes. You don't have 2 foxes.
that one
There's
and
not-
that one.
no
You don't have a building there. You
Oh.
craft with your number of buildings. So you're at 1 fox, 1 rabbit, 1
Oh,
mouse.
truck. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, then this one.
You want to craft this?
This one.
This will be your mouse. So hypothetically, it's not consumed, but you couldn't use that building to craft again. You are limited to the total number of craft usages. You're making a sack. Here's a sack.
Okay.
And you're getting a victory point. Here's your victory point. And this is getting trashed, so it's going into my Lost Souls.
Okay. And 1 card plus 1 card per rainbow.
2 cards. There you go. And this card down to 5, which you're at 3, so you're great. So yeah, crafting that cost you nothing because you would have thrown the card away anyway.
Okay. Yay. Okay.
All right, James, you're up. You
Spend
revolting?
2.
A
Matching
pair of
colors.
bunnies. Bunnies blow up.
Yep. So.
And that's this.
Yes.
Okay.
So I remove all enemy pieces there.
Done.
Place matching base.
Put your bunny base down.
And yep. What does R stand for?
it's for
There
the
had been a
ruin.
ruin there. But she
Oh,
cleared it.
okay.
And it looks like you get 2 free warriors.
Place matching base. Yeah, warriors equal to sympathetic
And you
clearance.
do have a pair, so you get 2 warriors.
And now I get a new dude.
And an
a
officer.
new dude in the officer's box.
You guys are both going nuts. I have too many things to destroy. I can't destroy them all.
Spread sympathy. Spend a number of supporters listed on sympathy track to place a blah 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 blah. I don't have any cards, so I can't do it. Oh wait, I do it from here. I spent supporters. Yeah, I'm tapped out.
What happened to your cards?
I only get 1 a turn. Well, I got 2 last turn.
What
I just
happened
spent
to those
them.
2 cards?
I just
He
spent
gave
them.
them to you.
No, that's not the way it works.
Spend supporters.
Supporters.
Ew.
You can't spend your cards.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It's at the end of your turn you trash your hand. I mean, so you're drawing new cards at the end of your turn, which don't become supporters until the middle of the next turn.
Yeah. So I can't do that.
So you have 2 officers and you didn't blow up yet.
Everybody knows what I'm gonna do, and everyone's gonna take.
Yeah, you're gonna throw those in your supporters, but the question is whether they're already supporters ready to revolt.
No.
So you're a turn behind. The loop is a turn behind.
Yeah, and I have a single card, so there's really nothing I can do.
Right.
Okay,
Nobody moved
done.
into sympathy or stomp sympathy. You can take your one card and spread sympathy, but it costs 2 now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There's literally nothing I can do.
But you have now nighttime actions.
I can move.
So you trashed your hand. You have 2 nighttime actions: move, recruit, battle, and organize.
Move, recruit, battle, organize. I don't want to move. I guess I'll recruit. Oh shit.
Well, shit. Maybe this isn't going to be Bunny anymore. No, it's still going to be Bunny.
Yeah. What the? Nah, well, I win ties, don't I?
No. Oh, with what? With rule?
Or no, I always roll higher. That's right.
Yes.
All right, I get 2 cards.
So you just put 2 soldiers down. You
Yep.
got 2 cards. Okay. The moon phase goes to Bunny.
Somebody
All
wake me
right.
up in a half hour.
We're going a little faster. Place a guard in matching clearing you rule. Matching clearing you rule. I need to get
There's so
some
much
damn
boring time in between
bunnies.
turns, other people's turns. Ooh.
Shit, that's good shit. Okay, do I build a garden and matching clearing you rule? Do I rule any bunnies?
Moved away from the one.
Oh shit. That's a rule I've never read before. I've never seen a lizard player do this. When a garden is removed from the map, that means somebody kills one. Not remove. Never mind. I thought it was when I removed gardens from here. I lose cards if someone destroys my gardens. I knew about that. I don't rule that. I don't rule that. I don't rule any of that. Oh, I do my conspiracies first. Okay, that'll change everything. Outcast clearing. Bunnies. Where's the bunnies? Bunnies. Okay, perfect. Sorry, Chelsea.
What bunnies?
Sanctify. Since the moon phase became Bunny, Bunny is vulnerable to my curses. I spend 3 acolytes. Remove an enemy building in an outcast clearing. The outcast clearing is Bunny, and place a garden there. So
Your citadel.
your building blows up and becomes a garden to the damned.
Oh, you bitch.
And her dudes can't do nothing about it.
Exactly, and your bases are just the same thing. My special power is to blow up buildings all over the map.
Well, great. I
You get a punishment for losing a building, which
Yeah.
means your highest ranking noble.
Well, it's my only noble.
I know.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
So you lose
I'm
that
at the
crown.
whim of the moon phase. I would have blown him up if it was. Oh shit! I could have blown the. No, yeah, you didn't build the building there. If you had built the building there, it would have blown up. Okay, so that happens. That's my 3 acolytes. Yeah, I don't need to support my shit. I just need the victory points.
Tear through those gardens.
Okay, so that's done, and now I get to reveal. I'm going to reveal these, a bunny and a bird. Okay, I rule that now. Excellent. Okay, I reveal bunny and bird. Okay, for my bunny,
You roll on a tie.
oh, 1 pursuit per turn, so I can only reveal 1 of these. Okay, so I lose 4. My special building rules no matter what. Period.
Oh, okay.
So for each of these, I can't build. I can't build there. I don't rule that. So I place a warrior in a matching clearing. So I will place a warrior in that bunny over there. That's for my mouse.
Wait, where?
Where that mouse is. Yep, that spot. I still don't rule it, so I'll place another bunny there. I mean another rabbit. I can't
Lizard.
speak. Lizard. For my bird, I sacrifice something to become an acolyte. I will sacrifice this guy.
You scared she's gonna battle you?
I actually want him to be battled. I just have to sacrifice something. Doesn't matter what. I'll sacrifice this guy. Okay, that's my thing. And then for my bunny, build or recruit in a bunny space. Oh, I can do it anywhere. I'll put it. Ironically, I can build those guys here. Oh, you're gonna blow it up. That would be stupid. I'll build him there. So that's my 4 revealed cards. That's done. And now unrevealed cards. I discard an unrevealed card to score victory points. This is the way I get victory points. And I can only do it once per suit per turn. So I am discarding an unrevealed mouse. And I score victory points based on my mouse, which is currently 2. Woo! My first victory points of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, I also got a victory point for blowing up your building. I didn't remove any other tokens, right? I don't think so.
Nope.
Alright, so that's that. Return my cards to my hand. Craft using my gardens that are in the outcast suit. How many bunny gardens are there? 1, 2? 2 bunny gardens. So I can now craft this. I craft this for 2 bunny gardens. At the evening, may take a move. At the start of evening. And then draw 1 card, plus I draw 1 card. Okay, I'm done.
You didn't even craft anything I can take?
No, sorry.
Damn it.
It's not. I'm not in control of what I craft. Actually, you're right. This is a stupid mouse card, but it's a crafting card. So I'll craft this. Investments, money, and 3 victory cards. So 1, 2, 3.
I didn't mean for you to do that now.
Where's the money?
Shit.
Give me a money token.
Right here.
I crafted this.
Cool, cool. That will give me extra cards to draw.
And this gets discarded.
Not that I need to draw anymore. So I'm refreshing everything because I've got.
You have 1 tea kettle, so you can
1
refresh
tea.
5. Yeah.
I can slip, and I'm going to move to that one. And
You're slipping here for free.
Yep.
Okay.
Search the ruin, so I'll exhaust my torch.
50-50. Yeah. You get a sword.
Ooh, a sword.
Oh,
I
that
can-
sucks. The hammer's the best one, and it's the last one you got.
Alright.
Put that rune over there. Yeah. That gives you a victory point.
Yes, exploring, I get a victory point.
So in 4 turns, I got 0 victory points, and then I crafted 1 time, and that crafting was worth more than every victory point I made.
I can't do that.
Why can't you? Boot in the bag? You can boot in the bag.
Can I expend this one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you have to, because it's on the
Well.
quest, right?
okay. Well, then I'll do that.
I don't know how that makes any sense, because it's not a card that goes in your satchel, but yeah. Claim this quest and pick a reward. I would assume it just doesn't have any effect unless it's flipped up. You know what I mean? So if you actually, that doesn't make any sense either. It's still there. It's just flipped. Yeah, it's just flipped. You'll have to spend points to unflip it, but it's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Claim this quest and get a reward. Do you want 2 victory points or do you want to draw 2 cards?
2 victory points because
Alright, you get
I've
2
got
victory
enough cards.
points. Ding ding. You go to 8.
And now I will move. Do I want to move?
You want to stab some people? Or do you want to give people cards?
No, I want aid.
That's what giving people cards means.
Yep, I'll aid Josh.
So you have to aid me twice to get victory points. So you have to give me 2 cards, and they have to match some of the zone that I'm in. So mouse and bunny. Okay, you give me 2 mouses.
I thought it had to be the clearing that we're in.
But you could like give me 1 and then move and then give me another.
Oh.
It's still me. So you give me 2 mouses, that qualifies. I bump
Yep.
up. You get 2 victory points. No,
Wait,
you have
where are the
yeah,
yellow?
2 more victory points.
2 more victory points.
Ding ding, she's at 10.
Yep. And
You flip 2 tokens over.
I will do that now.
Yeah, the activating takes a
Help
token.
each other. We're gonna get steamrolled here. So
I got a lot of moles though. That's all
Trying
I
to
got for
move,
me.
trying to help Chelsea out, so I'm done.
Okay.
Evening rest, blah blah blah. Draw 1 card, and I don't get an extra one. Discard down to 5. I need a card, please.
1 card.
Yep.
You still don't draw extra cards.
Nope. I don't have.
Oh,
any
you
coins.
aided me, so you take this. Then you will get an extra card.
No, I will get an extra.
That was the reason you wanted me to craft it.
Yeah. So, go ahead, Chelsea.
Okay, I'm
moving
going
your way.
get 1 warrior and just plus 1 more.
Okay,
because I
so
only have 1.
2 of them go into your burrow. Yeah.
Totally fine. I am going to use dig,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to spend my mouse.
Dig says spend.
Yes. Bye bye.
Okay. Where do you dig?
I'm gonna dig right there.
Okay.
My last little tunnel,
But you only have 3 tunnels?
Yep.
Okay.
and I get
4 guys pop out.
4 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you've run out of men, like you can't recruit more men. Like you are limited by your number of man tokens.
My man tokens.
You say you only have 3 extra moles
Thought
over
they were
there.
moles.
Oh yeah.
Yes, the mole
Man.
mole man.
Mole man.
Hans moment.
Okay. And then I am going.
So that's one of your actions.
And I'm going to battle.
You're gonna battle.
I'm going to battle. I'm going to battle you.
Okay.
Because
I get it.
you are not an alkalite. They would not be alkalites because you are not defending.
I am the defending.
No,
You're
but
battling me.
Yeah, but
I
it's
will
my.
die.
I thought.
I'm the defender. They will become
I
acolytes.
thought it was if you were defending like your territory.
I'm defending my ideals.
Oh, fucking duck.
Yes, murdering my men will be acolytes. They'll become acolytes.
Fuck a luck. Okay.
They don't become acolytes if I'm the aggressor.
X.
Do it.
You don't
Do
want to
it.
do it?
Do it.
It's that's the point of my race. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You have to work around my weird moon phase. I'm just kind of weird.
Stupid. Okay.
Stupid, yeah.
Stupid. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna not do that then.
You're gonna pause.
I'm gonna pause.
These count as buildings though if we blow them up and victory points, right?
Yes, you get a victory point for removing it, and I lose a card from my hand if you remove them. And of course, then I'm out of gardens, and without gardens, I can't farm victory points.
Okay. Then there we go. Just move 2 over here. And
Okay.
I will.
If that's what you want to do. Now, could I suggest an alternative? Why did you dig a hole where you already have men? You could have dug a hole there and then stabbed my building.
I could have fucking done that. I could have done that.
I'll let you take it back.
Take it back.
So put your I mean, again, then you're next to each other, but it's whatever you want to do. But use your dig holes as a way to attack, you know? Like,
But-
that's your movement.
I need.
Or build it there. I mean, put a dig hole there. You got a man and a...
Just stick it right there. Just
Okay.
give me one choice. I'm indecisive.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you dug for 1, and now you want to battle for 1?
I want to get rid of your little.
So you're going to battle.
Yes.
Okay. So technically, you roll the 2 dice. Roll them. You give me the lower number,
0.
which is 0.
And I get
And you
1.
give yourself the higher number, which is 1.
Mhm.
You're limited to 4, which you're fine. And because I'm defended, you get a +1, so you're 2 damage. 2 damage is enough to kill a building. This blows up and goes back to here. Whenever I lose a building, I discard a card at random from my hand. So as an additional punishment, because remember, cards in hand are actions for me.
Oh, okay.
So every time you can kill a building, you lose my action economy. There
Okay.
you go.
Okay. And that's. Oh man, those are both my.
You got a victory point for blowing up a building.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay. And it says you may take the action of a swayed minister once, and then once per turn you may reveal cards to sway a minister.
Okay, so you're done with your 2 actions. You're moving on to sway.
Yes, I'm going.
So
to
how many cards can you reveal? You could probably reveal all 4, right?
I can.
Because you have men everywhere. You
I
have
do.
people and sun. So show us the 4 cards.
Okay, hold on. Nope. Or here, go ahead.
Well, we just need to know the suits.
Oh, got
Fox,
and a bird. But
I
I
don't know that you have 3 fox territories. You can reveal 1. You can reveal 2. You can only reveal 3. You can reveal 3 foxes. You got it.
Three
And your
foxes.
bird can be anything. So you're bunny. Okay, yeah, you're right. You qualify. This guy, he's like, I'm here. I count. But yeah, if we can contain you, you can't reveal much.
Okay, so let me see what I can do. Let's see what I can do. Ooh, nope. Ooh.
What do you lose when your tunnels are destroyed? Nothing? If
No,
you destroy your tunnels, no, you don't care, you just build more?
I just build more. I build it again.
You just
somewhere
have a
else.
limit of 3.
Yes.
Man.
So blow them up and she can build anywhere else. No matter.
Yeah, in fact, not having letting her be capped out on tunnels means she can't pop out more guys in the
Yes.
back. So we're kind of happy with her tunnels in the corner. I'll just go that way. And James, the saddest part about your sympathy is if I recruit or pop guys onto your thing, I don't give you cards because I didn't move them there.
What?
Yeah.
BS.
Yeah, it is BS.
Okay, I am going to do banker. It's going to be my 3 cards.
Okay.
I'm
what
going to
does
do
it
another 2
That's a
victory
+2?
points.
Okay.
Yep.
1, 2, you go to 7.
And it doesn't happen until the next turn, right?
Yeah, it's your step. Your step 2, they go off, and your step 3, you recruit them. So what will he do?
Spend any number of cards of the same suit to score equal victory points.
Are you sure you want that this early? You're gonna lose all your cards, and then you can't buy more
fuck.
guys.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's a late game victory point for him.
Hold on, stand by.
You want to get that move and attack guy back.
Yeah, I want to do that. Shit. Ooh,
Well,
she get a bad.
Maybe that's why you put the crowns on the individual guys, because she can't get the points again by hiring the same general back.
Does it say?
There's something about that. Place your 9 ministers face up in your unswayed ministers. But how are you supposed to remember?
Ooh.
What's the question?
You must have a crown on your faction board matching the rank of that minister. Wow, you do must have a crown of the correct type. Reveal cards. Take your chosen minister
So
card.
I can't bring this back?
You can.
You can. You just can't bring it back 3 times.
Once you're completely out of crowns in a category, you can't keep recruiting him.
Oh.
That category has run out of crowns. This says you must have a crown
for it to be
to
played.
recruit
So
him.
that means you can only have 2 more 3-pointers.
If she buys a third 3-pointer and we kill them, she could never get them back because she doesn't have any more 3-point crowns. I didn't realize the crowns were a limiter.
But that's
I thought you just couldn't get the victory points again.
If you brought them back, you just...
Because it says put the guy back, but don't put the crown back. I thought that was so you can't get the points twice.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, if you wanted... Oh, never mind. That's a... How much does your Queen of Mud cost?
Queen of Mud? You mean Duchess of Mud?
I don't know. This says Queen of Mud. Probably the Duchess of Mud. It's a typo.
Yeah, I got Duchess of Mud, and that's
If you
4.
wanted victory points, she's better than your banker for victory points. There's 2 free points a turn as long as you keep your tunnels down.
Yeah.
That's better than your banker making you burn cards.
I might just do that then.
But I think you want actions.
No, I'm going to do my little Duchess of Mud.
Yeah,
My
she's
Queen of Mud.
victory points. It's funny, this says Queen of Mud and that says Duchess of Mud.
So I get 2
Because
victory.
you're the duchy. You're like, why is she a queen if we're a duchy?
So I will get 3.
No.
Because I'm
Oh, so I already gave you 2, but really you're revealing a 3, so it just moves over 1.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, there you go.
Perfect, okay.
So 2 of your crowns are popped. That is true. Yeah, you are limited on number of crowns. So you can only recruit 9 ever, because eventually you have no crowns to spend them. Okay, that's cool.
That's good to know. Okay. Discard any... discard any bird cards.
Oh, damn bird card.
Return all other reveal cards to hand.
Oh, we have another thing that was supposed to happen that we messed up.
Oh my
The
gosh.
dominance card has been seen. So anyone can take that dominance card and declare dominance now.
Oh, shit. I have a dominance. Does that mean...
you just keep it?
No. Once it's gone out of your hand and you spend it, it floats.
Oh.
If it's spent for its suit, make it available. If you have at least 10 points, you play this during daylight and remove your score marker. You win the game if you control the 2 opposite corners of the start at the bird song. So if I can control this and this, and I let a turn go around, if I can control this and this, I can let a turn go around, I win. So some factions, that's much easier to do than to try to go for 30 victory points. James might go for dominance. But how do you get this? There's a way that you can like throw away any bird card and it turns into this card. So like any bird card can like become dominance. Once the dominance card is revealed, anybody can snatch it.
Okay. Discard any bird cards. Return all of it. Craft using citadels and markets. Do I want to? Nah, I think I'm okay. And I will draw 1 card and 2 cards. Okay.
Done.
I am done.
All right.
You done shamelessly plugging?
That's right.
During your daylight, you can take an available dominance card into your hand by
Got
placing
some
a card on
props
the
in the
magic
setup.
Yep.
Oh, I got some props.
Props on our stream setup.
Thank
good.
you.
All right. I'm going to be revolting.
Yay.
Finally, being revolting. Spend these.
Yeah, they go to me. Okay, a pair of bunnies. Which bunny place do you blow up? You have 2 options.
Oh, actually, I
Leave
do
that
have
one
options,
there.
but this one's better.
Okay.
But it is juicier. Actually, number of buildings really doesn't matter to me because I can't handle
You one of
buildings
each. Yeah, you just decide where your one of each is going to end up being.
yet.
You'll never move them. I mean, when they die, you can rebuild them, but
Yeah. I didn't really think of that. Well, what happens? It pops up and then...
pops up. You get an officer. You get free soldiers, and then you create more officers, which give you more nighttime actions. That's it.
What the heck? Fine.
I'm kidding. Especially if you want the dominance. You need that in that corner.
Oh, that is right. Do I want dominant? But then I don't go for victory points at all then, right?
Yeah, but you have to get 10. You're going to have to struggle getting to 10. Not really. Your is actually an incredible victory point ramp once you start rolling. But if we keep you down, it won't happen. But your character gets a lot of victory points when he's rolling.
Damn it.
You know, unless you suck.
Oh, man. I did not want to think about this.
You had an hour.
Right? I know.
Just stick with your original decision.
Yeah, but somebody else is going to go for this stupid thing, and then they're going to go through
No one holds territory. We have an entire game of no one holding territory. The moles go anywhere. I go anywhere. She is playing D&D, and you're trying to kill the what do you call the people that are holding the land? The invaders, and there's no invaders.
Exactly. All right.
So you get 2 because you have 2 matching sympathies.
Yep.
Okay. And then you get 1 officer.
I get an El General here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I want to spread some sympathy?
Do you even have 2 cards there?
What's that?
How many cards are in your stack?
Oh yeah, that's right.
If it's 1, you can't even spread sympathy.
It
just takes 2 right now.
There you go.
So that's done.
So
And you're in daylight.
Daylight. Craft using sympathy.
Yeah, which sounds wrong. You're not from your sympathy deck, but your
Right.
sympathy tokens are what you can craft.
Nothing I can use. Mobilize. Bloop.
Okay, you throw them all in your trash. There you go.
I could train another officer, but that would be terrible because then that's the amount of dudes I got is what I got.
Okay, that's right. You're
All right.
very low soul. You have to use them. You have 5 freaking mice. Like, what are we doing? I don't know. Why are we
Right.
here? Nobody knows.
Okay.
What are we doing here?
Okay.
Actually, you are screwed going right before me. Because almost inevitably, if you revolt a building, it gives me the cards to make it the phase for me to blow up your building.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Well, it's
It'll
important.
happen next turn.
It'll happen constantly, yes. I can only turn a building into a garden if it's the right phase of the moon.
Okay.
The phase of the moon is based on which cards got used. But you revolting to build a building almost assuredly gives me those cards.
Oh.
So it's very likely I'll have the right phase if I can ever build a building. But right now I'm Acolyte stuffed. So I can't do it right now anyway.
Okay. So basically you can blow up my ship for free is what you're telling me?
If I have 3 Acolytes.
Okay. Alright.
So you're right, if you go kill one of my men, then I'll have the Acolytes.
Oh, if I kill that dude, he becomes an acolyte.
Yes!
I'm just paralyzed. You know what? I think I'm just going to sit the rest of the game out. This is in no way entertaining at all.
Do something useful for victory points.
Can I pass through here, or do I have to fight that guy?
You can pass through there as long as you rule the source or the destination.
Oh, okay. So I can't. Okay.
Well, you can. If you bring 3... Oh, no, you'll never rule this because I have a guard.
Yep. So I can't... Yeah.
Hunting the lizard is not going to be your easiest move.
There's isn't shit I could do. I could cripple Chelsea and make sure she never wins. Or I make sure you blow up my ship for free.
Then don't build bases. Just spread sympathy and get victory points.
I don't have cards to do it.
Well, you did have cards before you blew up nothing twice.
I still didn't have the cards to do it. So, yeah, I'm just going to pass on.
Okay.
I'm just going to pass each turn.
All right.
This game is not good.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This becomes mouse. These are in the trash. There's no more special cards. All right, these are in the trash. All right, I can reveal at most 1 of each, but this is worth 0 points, so I only need to save 1 card back. I'll reveal these 4. For each mouse, I can place a garden in a clearing I rule or make a soldier. And we're in mouses. Do I rule any mouses?
So basically I can't do anything without giving Josh the upper hand.
I rule that spot over there with the mouses because I have 3 dudes and you have 2 dudes. So I build a garden there.
So it's okay to build 2 things there? Like 2 different buildings there?
There's 3 squares.
Oh.
There could be 3 buildings.
Oh.
So that's 1. The second one will be to put an acolyte here. or a guy there. The third one will be to build a guy here. And then my wild card will be to destroy him, turning him into an acolyte. I messed these up, but I don't think it matters. Okay, that's all my cards. Oh, my unrevealed card. I discard the unrevealed card to score victory points, matching the garden's space. Right. So I get 2 victory points. I throw this away and get 2 victory points. That's in the Lost Souls.
Well.
Okay, return cards to my hand. Craft using Gardens of the Outcast. How many How many mice? Sorry, it's my outcast is mice. How many mice do I have gardens on? 1, 2. So I can craft with 2 mouse. I will craft this card. That gives me 1 victory point. No, that's a goddamn bunny. But I have no mouse. I can't craft. Then I draw 1 card. Okay, my turn's over.
I will refresh all my items. Three, 4, 5. I will move me into the bloody one.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Why were these guys here? And they're here?
I will aid Chelsea. No, just kidding, because I have to have 2. No.
You have to do it 2 total times, but you can follow her around the map and split between Fox and Bunny or whatever you can do. If you aid her
So I have to give her 2 cards.
over this turn, it says
Yeah.
aid a faction X times during a turn. So as long as you end up giving her 2 cards, by end up flipping 2 tokens, and as long as you're near her for each, and you're matching suits. But you can give her 1 bunny and then go give her 1 fox, and that's still 2 times in 1 turn.
But the that's a wild card,
You
right?
can give her that too. It can be anywhere.
Here you go, Chelsea.
Okay, so which 2 tokens are you gonna flip as your 2 aids?
I'm gonna flip.
How do you have aids?
I'm gonna flip a boot.
A boot
and a sword.
and a sword. And you aid her twice.
Yep.
Do you buy any? Can you buy her satchel?
Yeah.
Her coin purse.
We bring a little satchel. There you go.
And you level her up to 2, so you get 2 victory points for that. 1, 2.
Yep.
Your 12 victory points.
That's that.
Do you have any quests you can complete here?
What am I am in a bunny.
A tea kettle and a torch can give you that, and a torch and a sword can give you that. So you can do either quest.
Well, I'll just do this one and the sword.
Torch and a sword.
So I get another victory point.
You want 1 victory point or 2 cards?
Yep, 1 victory point.
You get 1 victory point. Playing D&D over here, like level 4 now.
So I draw 1 card plus 1, so I need 2 cards, please.
2 cards.
And discard down to 5, but that only puts me at 5. And now remove items and satchel down to 6 plus 2. So I'm good. I'm good. Go Chelsea.
I'll move this so you can see.
2 more moles.
Okay, 2 moles.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take that tunnel and bring it to me. Give it back.
You can't.
Yes, I can. It says.
Okay.
It says.
You could be right, but I've never heard of this rule.
Spend a card to place a tunnel token. Now, if all the tunnels are already on the map, you may remove a tunnel at the start of this action.
Okay, so you just move a tunnel.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
moving it.
That's cool. I don't know why it doesn't say build or move a tunnel. That would have been really nice to say.
I know, right?
Okay, so you can move tunnels. So you'll never get stuck.
I'm gonna go into that corner of the bunny, and I will spend.
So what's it say? Spend a matching card?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to spend. No, this one.
Spend a bunny.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Spend a bunny and.
4 guys pop out.
Yep. Go.
You could do the alternate ending there.
What's the alternate ending?
Control 2 corners.
Pick up the dominance.
You
if
do need to
have.
have time. But if you move the boat over so I can do something in this game other than stay in those 2 spaces, I will do everything I can to make sure you win.
Okay.
I will, but you need to give me the boat because I literally can't move without Josh blowing up everything I have unless I have that boat.
Even if you have the boat, I'd blow up everything you have.
Exactly, he's still gonna blow up everything.
This faction does get to blow up your bases. It's just something you have to accept. That's what this faction does. It blows up buildings. So every faction can suffer from having their buildings blowing up.
Is my lone mole?
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, you can change the phase of the moon, so I'd never line up with your action.
Are you gonna kill my mole if I go over there?
No, not at all. Okay.
So one of your actions was to dig here.
Yes.
And what are you gonna do with your second action?
I could
take James's deal, or are you gonna attack my building?
You're gonna take your lone mole and move him.
You do get a card from it, so it's not like it's a.
You got a lot of cards though. You better craft or something.
I do. I am gonna craft eventually.
Because you have to discard down to 5, so. Correct? During your evening.
Do you have a bird card?
I do.
Do you want it to become the dominance card? That's a free kicker.
Ooh.
Anyone who throws away a bird card can put that back in their hand if they want to say, hey, I want to have this option on my hand.
Ooh, yeah, I don't need it.
It's still a bird card. You can then spend that for birds. So you're not losing anything. You're just saying, no, I want priority. I want dibs on that.
You want dibs on that?
So do you want to take dibs on this dominance option?
I kind of do, yes.
Okay, take dibs on that. Trash the bird card. Get the dominance bid. That's in your hand. No, it's in your hand.
Oh, it's in my hand now.
Yeah, it's just a card. Until you play it and declare dominance.
And how do I play it?
You'd have to have 10 victory points, which you don't have. But then you would say, hey, I'm not going for victory for the entire game. I'm going for dominance for the entire game. And you put that card down. It's a special out of hand card. And then that'll be your new win condition for the game.
Okay.
You can decide that as long as you have 10 victory points, and you don't have that yet. Yeah,
okay.
You're about to get it in 5 seconds. But.
And I'll take your deal, James.
All right.
I'll take your deal.
Okay, so your second action is to hop a riverboat over to James' house and draw a card for that.
Okay. Okay, and then that'll be my set. And you may take the action of a swayed minister once.
Which is 2 victory points?
Yep, and I shall take it. Do I put it back in my thing?
No, it just stays. It does it every turn. The only time you lose your ministers is if I blow up your building, or anyone blows up your buildings, but I doubt anyone else ever will.
Okay. So, once per turn, you may reveal cards to sway a minister.
Yep, now you can try to sway. You have 7 points
cards.
to sway with.
Heck.
You should be able to sway a 5.
I don't have a 5, I have 4.
No, there's 2. Oh, 4 is the biggest one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You should be able to sway whatever you want. I'll let me put it that way.
Oh.
Everything should be an option for you. You have a bunch of cards and you have stuff in a bunch of places.
Okay, I'm going to use...
Because I can't stop you from having stuff in places. I don't work that way.
Okay, so I'm going to reveal 2 foxes, because I have 2 foxes.
One here for sure. Where's your second one? One there. Okay, you get 2 foxes.
So I'm going...
That's it? You just want to reveal 2?
Yep, just it.
Okay.
And I get 1 victory point.
A 1-point victory crown. There you go.
And
if you want to declare dominance, you could declare dominance now.
I can declare dominance.
And you'll win in 1 round. So it's actually a good time to declare it.
I will declare it.
Okay, put dominance down. Take your victory point off the map and put it on that card.
Oh, okay.
Your pink, right?
Yeah.
Now, if it ever becomes your turn and you own the 2 opposite corners, you win the game.
Okay.
And you already own 3 corners.
Okay.
So we either have to blow up that corner or blow up that corner, or in the future you could take that corner and have this. I mean, we basically have to be constantly aware that if you ever start your turn with 2 corners, you win the game.
Okay.
And this is a rule, I think, right? Rule 2 corners?
Yes. It says when you win the game, when you rule 2 opposite corners at the start of your bird
So
song.
we could stop your rule as simply as, actually, you don't rule this, because I have a garden, and garden has infinite rule.
Well, that's fine. Well, until I destroy it.
Right, until you destroy it. But you actually don't rule this. And let's say I want to take rule from that. All we have to do is outnumber your pieces.
Yeah.
So if you have a dude in a tunnel, we can move 3 guys in. But because you have the Borough trick, you can move pieces in pretty quickly. So you'll have rule with the number of pieces, except these things supersede rule.
Okay. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Or the evening, discard any bird cards. I don't have any bird cards. Craft using citadels and markets.
Well, you just got revealed birds. But yeah, you didn't have any.
I didn't have any
birds. Yeah.
I could craft some.
You have 2 buildings on the table, so your crafting is 1 fox and 1 mouse.
1 fox and 1 mouse. Ooh. Sure. Yeah. I got 1 mouse. And 1 mouse. I got mouse.
Okay.
There's
What's
a
the
token
reward?
up here to
What is it?
craft it.
Oh,
Not all crafting are items.
it's a code breakers.
Oh.
Okay, what does it say?
Once in daylight, you may look at another player's hand.
Yeah. If you want to craft that, you pay the card.
Yeah.
So then instead of getting consumed, because it's like a card like that, you slide it underneath your board, meaning it's just floating at the bottom of your board as a special rule.
Oh.
Leave that gray part floating on the bottom of your board.
Okay.
There you go. So you can do that every day, every time during daylight.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
That's
All right.
just true for you.
And then after that, I will draw 2 more cards.
Okay, go for it. All right, James, you're up.
All right, the boat's there, so this fox is adjacent.
What is that? Those from your supporters?
Yep. I'm spending those to take control of that. Or not control, to get
Okay, so you
sympathy.
skipped revolt, you would spread sympathy, you pay
Yep.
2, you get 2 victory points, ding ding. Okay, sympathy there.
Should have a whopping 4 right now.
Well, how does the boat help you do that? Those aren't
It's
adjacent.
adjacent.
No.
I thought you said that they're always adjacent when the boat is there.
No, you can move because the boat's there. You can move as if they're adjacent. You can move across the river. So
Like-
your men can go there and you draw a card, but they're not adjacent.
Okay. Then I can do nothing and I pass again.
You have to be able to spread to something.
I can't.
You don't have a fox pair or any pair at all. Well, you can do the thing where you move a man in over the boat and then turn it into sympathy with an officer.
Till next turn.
No, it's your nighttime action.
No.
Organize, remove a warrior, and make it
Okay.
sympathy.
All right.
You can spread your men
Okay.
around and turn them into
Now I
sympathy
can.
everywhere.
That's right. You're right. All right. Okay.
But the ferry boat lets you move across the river, but it doesn't give you adjacency. And you'll get a card for doing that, which you can then turn into. But your timing's a little weird because you move after.
Okay. So I'm doing nothing in the bird song. All right. Craft.
Still that many cards? You can't just pay 2 and get bunny. Put a sympathy on bunny or a mouse, or sympathy on mouse. You are mouse bottlenecked, ironically, but you have a bird, so you don't have a single mouse in all those cards.
I do. Well, I do have a bird.
I do. I just don't want to.
So, God damn it. Yeah, but that's not the slot I want.
Okay, then move some men across the ferry boat, draw a free card, and then you can turn them into men. Turn them into.
Wait. Sympathy tracks, adjacent sympathy. Oh, shit. So I could sympathy, then sympathy. So I could.
Yeah, you can make lines. Yeah, of course.
Sympathy, that one?
Yeah.
As
So,
long as you have the cards of your sympathy supporters, just
I
don't
want
muddle them with
mouse.
your hands, because that's
Yep.
your hand. Yeah.
okay. So I'll mouse up there.
You need 2 cards
Ah, shit. That's right. See? So I can't get as far as I
in
need to
one turn. Yeah,
All right.
you can.
There you go.
Okay,
Those
mouse
guys
and
go
bird.
there.
You
Yes.
put sympathy there. Okay.
Go there. That gets me 2 points.
No, that's not man. That's not man.
No.
Two
Okay.
points.
So they stay there.
Yes.
And that's all you're. That's all you're spreading.
Yep.
Okay.
Daylight. I can craft using my sympathy. None of these are really that awesome, and I kind of need them to move and do my stuff.
You're at 2 bunny, 1 fox, 1 mouse.
Yeah, I don't care about that. So I'm gonna put all these there.
Okay, that makes sense. That's what you usually do.
All right. Now,
You didn't want to train with them, right?
so I got 3 actions. I could move. Right. I can get the 3 bobs on the boat. Right.
To go to any adjacent space. Okay, the bombs pop off. Draw a card for that.
I'll get a card for that. All right. Now
And
that
you
would.
can move them back and get more cards.
Oh shit! Really?
This the rule of this map is anytime somebody wiggles the boat, they get a card.
That's just stupid.
Otherwise, the boat would never move. They did it as an incentive so that this map feels unique.
Yeah. All right. All right. So I could organize.
Yeah.
Organize.
Wait, how? No. You're in. What's organized?
Military operations. Organize. Remove 1 warrior. Place. Oh, I gotta
You
remove
just
a
become
warrior.
a sympathy.
Oh,
yeah, it's
shit.
got nothing to do with your
So you
cards.
want to pop one of these?
So you want to turn one of him into sympathy?
Yes.
That's your second action. He becomes a sympathy, and you didn't pay for that. So that's 2
Another
victories.
victory point.
Two victories.
Yep.
Weren't you at 7? Don't you
No, I
hop to
was
9?
at 6.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I like that.
So when you're in the 3, organizing is more effective.
Yeah.
And when you're in the 1, using
Okay.
sympathy is more
This
effective.
makes a lot more sense. So if several people are here and somebody goes in and like attacks only one of those people, the other people are just there hanging out.
Yeah, they don't have anything to do with it.
Okay. Okay. All
They have
right.
nothing to do with it. They just hang out.
They just hang out.
So
So I have that was 2. I got 1 more.
Your
left.
point being, 2 different people have 1 guy, and you want to roll a 3 and kill them both.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
Okay.
I will find out. Maybe there's 2 hostile guys.
I don't know, because I think you're supposed to be down to 5, aren't you?
Yeah, I was. Oh shit! I forgot about these.
At the end of your turn, you have to throw away cards. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, hold on.
Yeah. After drawing, so just throw 2 of your cards away.
So if I get on the bus, I just get another card. So why the hell not?
Yeah. Where are you gonna go?
I could just leave
I'll
the
just take these. What? Yeah, take these.
Hop off. There's another card in your hand.
Here, this is my discard. Does that go to you or?
Yeah.
Is,
Every spent card goes to me.
All right. Slightly more I can do.
Yeah, if 2 guys each have 1 soldier, and you have 3 soldiers, you roll both dice, and the lower number kills your guys, and there's 2 enemies, maybe you can lose 2 people. Because it's not like they didn't fight. They all helped fight. I'm not sure. I'll look it up.
We're cool.
And now I draw 1 card plus
3 cards total.
3 cards total.
So you go to 5.
So I actually have a doable.
So
hand
now you're
this
going to
turn.
get a crazy amount of supporters over there.
Okay.
Okay, my turn. I check this massive pile. I got 2 foxes, 2 bunnies, so I can be either fox or bunny. I don't know when there's a tie if I pick. Most common suit in the Lost Souls, ignoring the birds, becomes the outcast. And if it's already the outcast, it flips. Well, is it bunny or is it fox?
Right? You would think that there's
no
no tiebreaker rule. They're
It's
like,
either you get to pick or it doesn't change, and I doubt it doesn't change.
Just slide it
Whenever any
over.
card is spent or discarded, place it in the Lost Souls. The Lost Souls pile can be inspected by any player at any time. Place the outcast marker on any suit space in the outcast box. The suit of this space is called the out. Oh, that's my setup. I can pick which way I want to start. Look at the cards of the Lost Souls pile ignoring birds. The suit with the most cards becomes the new outcast. Move the outcast marker showing its outcast side to that suit. If the suit already has the outcast marker, flip it. If no one suit had the most cards, the marker stays where it currently is, and if it's not hated, flips. Wow! Because neither bunny or fox wins, it becomes hated mouse,
okay.
which is incredibly good for me.
Okay.
But mouse certainly didn't win.
Right.
And yet it stayed mouse, and that's a kicker. That's really interesting. So if there isn't a winner, it doesn't move, and it flips if it's already there. Okay. Well, maybe I can have a hell of a turn then. Now, all of my conspiracies cost less. So I can definitely do a conspiracy for... I can convert for 1, I can crusade for 1, and I can sanctify for 2.
Okay.
Spend an acolyte to remove an enemy warrior. Okay, I'm going to sanctify first. Remove 2 acolytes and blow up an enemy building and get a garden there. So, which building do I want to blow up? I want to blow up James's bunny or James's fox? James's bunny. Shit, I can't reveal the bunny. Oh, it has to be it has to be mouse. I can only blow up a mouse building. Are there any mouse buildings? Yeah, there's a mouse building over there. Is there any more mouse buildings?
That are yours, that's it.
Well, then I won't do it.
Two of yours, 1 of hers on mouse.
Okay, I will do it. No, I won't do it. It doesn't help me.
No.
It does not help me. I need some foxes. Alright, convert an enemy warrior into a warrior in the outcast clearing. So are there any soldiers on mouses? There's a soldier there. So no, there's no mouse soldier there. Okay, here we go. I will turn your soldier into a lizard for 1.
Well, that's
He's
stupid.
dead. I will turn your other soldier into a lizard for 2. He's dead.
So
And
I can't reuse them, or they just.
Oh yeah, you can reuse them.
Okay.
They're in your usable pile.
Okay.
Yeah. Spend 1 to battle in a clearing or move from an outcast clearing and then battle in the destination. So I could do that.
What are you spending to do this?
These acolytes. They all cost less because of the hated. So I have to spend 1 acolyte to battle in the hated clearing or move to a hated clearing and then battle. So I can either battle in mouse or move to mouse and battle. So I will do this here. I will battle in mouse and kill this. So this guy's gone. I battle in mouse, doesn't matter what I roll, it's undefended. It pops. I do have to give you a card for that. I have to give you a mouse card.
Yep.
I will give you this mouse card.
Okay. And I only.
I think it goes straight into supporters. I think it goes into the it goes into the sympathy.
Show their hand. Add it to your supporters. Yep.
Okay. So that's my acolytes, and now I get to reveal cards to take actions, and I want to save one back to score. So I reveal 2 mice and a bird. For each mouse, I can build a garden in a mouse if I rule it. I already have a garden. I don't know if I can multi-build. I don't think I'm stopped from doing that. Nothing says I can't multi-build. I have a mouse here. I'll build a garden there. That's 1. Build a garden in matching clearing you rule. I think I can build. Nothing's stopping me. I'll mouse again. We'll read it. Every building thing says where you don't have a building, but this guy doesn't. And then I sacrifice a guy. I'll sacrifice one of these guys, and he becomes an actor. Okay, reveal. Oh, and then my unrevealed card scores. So I discard a mouse, and I get 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. And then return my cards. Craft using the matching outcast suit. So I craft with mice. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mouse. So I can craft any mouse card. I don't have any mouse cards. And then I draw 2. Give me the rolls with the lizard people in it. There you go. Okay. Everything else in the game you can't multi-building, but I think these guys can. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, I will refresh all my items.
Blizzard Cold.
I will move.
In a clearing you rule, matching the revealed card, place a card.
James, would you like my fox card? Would you like me to aid you?
I mean, I'm not opposed. I got no crafted items you can steal.
Well, I can still get a victory point.
Sure. Yeah.
You also get a
I'll
victory
take the
point
card.
anytime you shoot anyone.
You mean I stab him?
Yeah, that's what your hostile guy says.
Oh.
You get a victory point anytime you kill a warrior, right? Hostile piece. Okay, so you're marking James with the +1?
Yep.
You get +1. Ding.
+1, ding. I'm in Fox, then I need to put over another quest card. I will.
How am I gonna get out of here?
I will give a speech.
Alright.
In the fox clearing, I will exhaust my torch and the tea kettle. And please give me a victory point.
Oh, sure.
The gray one.
15.
Mm-hmm. And Chelsea, do you have any items?
I actually don't. Sorry.
Why aren't you guys crafting for me?
I'm sorry,
Grr.
buddy. I don't have any crafted items.
No one has crafted items. You guys are failing me. You know what? Move me one more, so I'm flipping over another boot.
Okay.
Well, shit.
Never mind.
Nope. I'll stay there.
Okay.
I just can't get that last item because I don't have a torch to flip. So that ends that. Evening's rest. I'm not in the forest. So I'm not repair. Draw one card. I need 2 cards. Por favor.
There you go. Oh.
But I must discard down to 3. it's 5. I'm not over my limit.
Anybody else to make?
No, good.
We're good. I'm done.
You're done?
I'm done.
Okay.
It's Josh's turn.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Chelsea's
Oh my
turn.
gosh. Why did I just do that?
No clue.
I am going to add my 2 moles right there.
All right.
I am going to. I looked it up. There isn't anything in the rules that say I can't put 2 tunnels in one place.
You got it.
So I'm gonna move that tunnel
But
Oh.
why would you want to?
so I can have more people over here.
But you can always move people there. That's one
You can
move
always.
action.
Yeah, you don't
Okay.
need to have 2 tunnels. You can move
Oh,
all
sorry.
your peeps.
Yeah, but I want to have as much moles in this spot as I can.
To just take a move action and put the
Just-
moles there.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can just do that.
Oh.
They're adjacent, so you can just do it.
Psh, okay, never mind. Here we go. All right, I got all 5 of my moles over here, and I'm going to build. I'm gonna build.
My marker up.
I'm gonna build my market. Over on the.
It does say without a tunnel token. So you cannot put the tunnels in the same place.
Oh, okay. But I will reveal a card to replace a building in a matching clearing I rule. I rule over here,
Mm-hmm.
and I will put a little market right there.
For sure.
And so I moved, and I built. Now,
So you're still not going to be winning the game.
not yet.
Because you don't rule this.
Hold on.
Okay.
I can initiate a battle now.
There, okay.
I will initiate
Got it.
battle
you
over
go.
there.
You win. This guy's dead.
Get a point. Points don't matter to you.
Points don't matter to
Yeah,
me,
you're right. You don't get points.
but I don't win just yet. I have to survive.
Right. Yeah. It's if you're controlling 2 opposing corners when you start your bird song.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So
We have now 3 turns to pop your rule in either place, or you win.
okay, so that's it. I don't need the victory points, so we're not going to do that one.
That's funny. Your only other Duchess is like, victory point? No, I removed my victory points. Well, then why am I here?
Oh, until
Shut up, Duchess.
if you took out one of my buildings, I take out that, which
That's
is
a
not
good
going to
point.
affect.
That's a good point.
It's not going to affect me.
Yeah.
I could craft something. Tree clearings. You know, a bunny. Do I have any bunnies? I do have a bunny.
Do you have a bunny? What are you crafting?
Yes.
Crafting's based on buildings. Your buildings are on fox,
Mouse.
mouse, and
No, not that.
and
And
fox.
fox.
2 fox and 1 mouse.
Just kidding. 2 fox and 1 mouse.
But remember, the token in the top left isn't the crafting cost. It's the bottom left, like, crafting cost token.
Or
But-
the top right.
Right, or the top right.
That still doesn't help me. But
Right,
okay,
right.
so
but,
never
but
mind.
I thought I had a bunch of bunny cards and they were really mouse cards.
Okay. Now I'm gonna return all this. Return cards to hand, and now I'll draw 3 cards. So now I have 2 markets on here.
Yes, draw 3 cards. And then discard down to 5.
Yep.
You didn't reveal and create a new guy?
No, I did. I revealed. This was my reveal. My little red. To reveal. Oh.
Huh?
Why
Yeah,
did-
you can
It's
recruit,
built.
you can recruit a new guy.
Why recruit a new guy?
Why not recruit a new guy?
I don't have anybody in the borough right now.
No, you're special people. You can
Oh.
at the end. Your step
Ministers.
3 is to get new ministers.
Oh shit! Hold on, wait.
You don't have those cards yet.
No, I don't.
Set those down, and those are revealed. But you still have 4 unrevealed cards. You can probably reveal all 4 to recruit ministers.
Mm-mm.
You have at least 1 fox, at least 1 mouse, at least 1 bunny. You have a second bunny. You have a third bunny. You have a second fox. It's impossible for you not to be able to reveal all 4 cards. Well, I guess all 4 could be foxes, and then you couldn't reveal all 4 cards.
Well, I can't. Oh, they're.
You just have to reveal your 4 cards, and we can qualify them.
Well, here. Okay, here.
1/1/1 and a wow. Of course, you got it. Oh, but you might not want to reveal the bird because it will get trashed.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
So then you can pick a 3-point guy, or you can reveal the bird and get a 4-point guy, but you're losing your bird.
Yeah, I'd rather do a 3-point guy because I'm going to do my 3-point guy,
Okay.
my little brigadier, where I can take up 2 moves or initiate up to 2 battles.
Perfect. And he takes your 3-point crown. The victory points don't matter,
Doesn't matter to me.
but you spent a third tier crown.
Yes.
Okay. Those 4 cards all go back.
All 4 cards.
And then you draw your new 3 cards. And then you've got to discard down to 5.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
A bajillion cards to go through.
Okay.
And it's James's turn. James, are you revolting?
I can't, because I can only revolt in mouse.
Right, the other 2 bases are
You
up.
took out my mouse, so I got nothing.
Excellent.
So, I can spread sympathy. Spread sympathy. I just have to spend, 1.
I don't think I can stop her from
2.
winning. I don't think you care, so.
Here you go.
And James wants her to win. I think the game's over.
Oh, here. Let's discard both. Oh, yeah.
Alright. So, spread sympathy, or just all out attack. Train another dude. Oh shit. Man. So if I kill your dudes and make them acolytes, that actually doesn't help you in a fight though, does it?
It lets me do my acolyte actions.
Oh yeah. So you
Convert,
can
crusade,
people. We
and
don't want that.
sanctify.
Yeah. So I don't want to attack you at all.
No one's attacking
And
him.
it's up to, okay. All right. I will, I'll spend these 2. And I'll sympathy that thingy up here.
Okay.
And it gets me 2 more. 1, 2. All right. Oh. I need 2 bunnies to go anywhere further. I can't reach anything for my sympathy spread. I don't have any
Hypothetically,
cards.
are you going to try and keep the game going or just end the game? Are you trying to stop her?
Okay.
I only have 2 swords, so I
Kill
can
2
only,
dudes.
Yeah.
Craft using sympathy. I'm in the
Gonna go
daylight
for
here.
anything?
I want to try to win the game. Yeah, I'm not just going to puss out. So if I kill some of her dudes and you kill some of her dudes, we could get to a point where she doesn't outnumber everyone in the zone, and then she doesn't.
I have so many moles.
There's only 5. There's only 6 tokens.
6 tokens.
I can move in 3 guys, and then you have to keep 4 of them to win the game. If she kills 2 guys, you don't win.
Oh.
And I think you flip a sword and you just win, right? Can you lose the battle? What does battle say?
Max hits equals undamaged swords.
Right. Okay, so
So-
you're gonna flip one and roll the dice, and you can take up to 2 hits. You can kill 4 dudes. If you battle twice, and each battle can kill 4 dudes, I mean, each battle can kill 2 dudes.
The maximum hits you can deal by rolling equals your total undamaged,
So you're gonna roll
whether
this,
exhausted or not.
and you're gonna take the number of hits. So you would have just killed 2 guys, and then you can battle a second time, and you can kill 2
2
more
guys.
guys. So you could do 4 kills. Okay, so maybe this isn't over. And I can bring in 3 dudes. The question is whether I should battle. Because if I battle, while I can kill guys, if I lose guys, the threshold is lower. You know?
A little bit. Fight me.
Yeah, I know. You want to be foughted.
Fight me.
What was your free rule at the bottom of Birdsong?
Oh, it just says once in daylight, you may look at another player's hand. So.
Do you want to look at
All
my hand?
right.
What?
Nope. I'm just...
Nope.
So I can craft using my sympathies. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a question mark, so it can be anything.
No, I don't think so. It's 1, 2, or 3, and I think you can pick anything, but I think they're the same.
Okay.
I think it's either 3 bunny or 3 fox or 3.
Well, let's look that up.
I don't know. What is the card? What does it? What does it do? Does it make sense based on its context of what it does?
No. No.
Propaganda Bureau. Once in daylight, spend a card to remove an enemy warrior from a matching. Yeah, I think it's any 3. I think that's any 3. Because there's one that's like all bunnies, blah blah blah. You have to pay bunnies for that,
Sure.
obviously. So any 3. You have 3 crafting? Yeah, of course you do.
Yes. And... Woo.
Now remember, you're still consuming those crafting.
So yeah, I'm
tokens.
just checking my other craftings here.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possible tokens.
Right.
So if you spread them out properly, you can still craft
Yep.
things.
Yep. And basically I have 2 bunnies or... okay, the one I was also considering I can't do with the money I have on hand. And then +2, that ain't gonna help. Okay, and then as a defender, you may discard to deal an extra hit. No one's gonna ever attack me.
No one's ever attack anyway.
Well, if they
You want me
attack,
to
The game is about to end and no one has attacked a single time in the entire game.
all right.
I'm making a cult. You're revolting against nothing. I'm culting nothing. She's bringing moles and taking over, and you're like,
No
"I'm
one's
cool."
crafting.
You're like, "But I can buy from the moles." Fine. What does a raccoon care?
No.
The raccoon doesn't
No
care
one's
if the moles.
crafting for me. I'm so sad.
I'm trying.
You have 10 items. You have a ton of shit.
Make that dude. All right. All right. Now I can mobilize, add cards, and then I can train. I don't want to. Ooh, do
How many cards in your hand?
2, 3, 4, 5. I got them out of turn though, so I didn't have to discard down to my 5 because you just tired down to your 5.
Because you moved the boat. That's how you get to 6.
I gave him.
No, he gave
Oh,
me a card.
okay.
She
I
gave
ate
me-
it.
Yeah. I just was like, how did you get over 5?
Yep. All right. So I crafted, mobilize, and then train. So I could do 4 things if I
Does your
train
support
one
stack
more
have a
dude.
limit? Your support stack might have a limit.
Discard if it goes beyond 5. Okay.
Your
1,
support
2,
stack?
3,
Oh, no, that's-
5. Yeah. It says right
Oh shit! So your support stack has a 5-card limit?
there. Yeah. I've never gotten there, so it doesn't matter.
I feel like we have, but it's fine.
I totally have not. Okay.
There's our answer. The support stack.
All right. Well, that means these cards are going in the trash anyway, so I might as well use them. Cool. All right. I will train. I'm gonna spend a card from my hand to build. Put a guy in the officer's box, which will give me
That's
4
this, officer's
actions.
box.
Yeah. So will 4 actions help? Let's see if I move.
Yeah, you're really limited on pieces because too many actions means not enough men to do those actions.
No. Shit.
But nighttime actions are, of course, awesome.
I can just recruit. No, fuck. All right. She has to win on her turn, right?
If it becomes her turn,
All my
she will
birds
win if she holds the 2 corners.
And I can't kill any of you because if I kill you, you just convert people, and I can't kill her, so that doesn't help. So basically, I can't.
Killing her would weaken her board,
Right.
which would stop her from killing Chelsea as easily.
Yeah.
But she has a lot of chips to damage, so she can take a ton of hits and not give a shit.
Right.
He's a strong raccoon. Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oop.
raccoon.
She could
All
lose
right.
like 3 fights and be like, meh, I'll lose my 3 extra boots. I'll start throwing my bags away, you know, like you can break all your items and not give a shit.
That's right. They get damaged.
Okay. I'm good.
You don't
Okay.
want to fight Chelsea. You don't want to bring in people.
Nope. I am going to now do my evening. I can do 3
Oh, right,
things.
you're not done. Yeah.
Move, recruit, battle,
So what are these?
organize.
These are all trashed? Or are these
They're-
your 5?
They're going to. Oh, that's right. I got to add them now. So, well, I will definitely add this guy, and then.
If you have no bases on the map. No. Discard any cards that would be added beyond. If you have no bases.
Oh, well, shit. There you go.
So there's no limit to it?
There you go. Okay.
Why would you get punished for having no bases? You should get punished
Because
for
you
having
got no
lots of
support.
I guess.
Move, shit. Man, there's really nothing I can do. All right.
If the alliance has no base on the map, the supporter stack can only hold 5 cards. If the alliance would gain a supporter but the stack cannot hold it, that card's discarded. If any bases are on the map, the support stack is unlimited. You can put everything on the support stack. Holy crap! You can just go sympathy, and gain 12 points in your last turn.
All right, so I'm going to remove a dude to get a sympathy, right? Recruit?
Mm-hmm.
Or no,
There
wait.
is a rule that says if there's
Organize.
troops there, it costs more.
Oh, if
You must spend another matching supporter if the target clearing has at least 3 warriors.
of another player. Okay, so I can't do it.
So she's got
Son
so
of a
many
bitch.
moles it would cost 3. You can
Yeah.
still pay 3. Wait, no. That's to spend support. With this, I don't think it has that limit. Remove a warrior to place sympathy there. Yeah, that cheats the cost roll.
All right, I'll remove a warrior and place sympathy there. Whoop.
And you get 3 victory points for that.
I got 3 victory points for that.
So
1,
bing,
2,
bing, bing.
3. All right.
So you could be in the victory point lead.
I could. I could move, go over there. So that's. I still got 2 more actions. Yeah, I can get on the boat.
That's a card
That's
and
a
your
card.
second action. And you make a sympathy, which gives you 4 more victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That was
You
at
get
13.
17, yeah. So yeah, you can fly through victory points once you have some sympathy down.
All right.
So what are those dudes? Just okay.
I was considering bringing them in, but I see
Okay.
I can actually do shit. So all right, I'm done.
Okay,
All
you
right.
were done.
And
Let
now at the beginning of my turn, I gain 3 cards, or the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Let the battle begin, Josh.
Maybe. I don't think
Maybe.
it will be. I think she has to do the battle, and I have to just have the troops there. There are 5 mice, stays there, stays outcast. So that's kind of good, kind of bad. The best thing is if it went fox, because then I can actually move over there. I actually don't think I can even move. I'm not allowed to move. I don't know if you guys noticed this. I can't move anything ever. I can only crusade toward the outcast location.
Okay.
And the outcast location isn't fox, so I'm not even allowed to run a crusade over there.
So you can.
I don't think there's any way to stop you. I'm gonna see what else I can do.
I'll share my guacamole if you let me win.
I do have the hated mouse, so I can convert at mouse and I can crusade at mouse or toward mouse. Is this actually easier to deal with? Even though I still can't. Well, I can put warriors there. I don't have any damn bunny cards. Son of a bitch. There's nothing I can do. Well, at least I can't stop either her corners. Someone would have to discard a bunch of fox cards, and it would have had to have happened already, and it didn't happen. So, convert an acolyte in the mouse location. You don't even have any. The action's not even happening at mouse. So I'm gonna leave that acolyte there and hope that the game's not over. And then reveal. I'm gonna hold back a mouse card to reveal it for points. And I'm gonna do. Okay. Each bunny lets me blow up. Each bird lets me blow up a guy to create an acolyte. So I will blow up these 2 guys to become acolytes. My fox lets me build in a clearing I rule, which I don't rule that fox, and I don't rule that fox, and I don't rule this fox, and I can recruit in a fox. So I might as well recruit a guy over there. And my mouse lets me. I doubt there's any mouses where I rule that I can build. I don't have that. I can't build there. I can't build there. I can't build there. But I can place a warrior in a mouse. So I place a warrior. James is going to blow this up. I'll put it on the pile. More mouse on the piles. Okay. I discard an unrevealed card, which is a mouse, to score 3 victory points. Give me 3 victory points.
What are you, yellow?
Yellow, yeah. 1, 2, 3. I get my cards back. That's basically it. Like how you do stuff and then you play your actions. I play my actions pre-doing stuff, and if I'm not prepped from the previous turn, I can't really do anything. Craft using gardens. There's really nothing to craft. Yeah, I can't craft. And then I draw 2 cards. Okay. Well, I was not able to help you at all.
Thanks.
Because I can't mess with the moon phase. Sorry, but it's
the
like
moon.
It's Sunday. We can't fight the jihad on Sunday.
I will refresh everything.
So, if you're trying to keep, here's where it gets really tough. There are no opposing pieces in either corner except one dude over there. The only way she could lose that rule is if she had 1 piece, and she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces.
Yep.
She's not likely to lose a rule there with 7 pieces, and she's not likely to lose her here with 5 pieces. But at least this is closer. I don't think you can take rule from her under any circumstances.
Nope.
Even if you did 2 and 2, you don't deal 5 damage. So the only chance you have, no, that just gives you a hammer. I think there's a 0% chance. No one has any crafting items, right? No.
No.
You never got a crossbow in the whole game.
No, I did not. No one crafted for me, bastards.
Well, I got a crossbow, but I can only craft it when the fucking moon turns to foxes. I even got a crossbow and sat on it for 2 rounds. I know, the fucking moon.
But not
God damn it.
go in my favor.
So, I think it's mechanically impossible for us to stop her. Even if
What
you
is
rolled
that
a
you
3,
were
you can only take 2 wounds.
Oh.
And even if you roll a 3 again, you only take 2 wounds. And then this wins rule because you don't have rule. You're not even worth 1.
Nope.
And I couldn't move
So should I
into
just
anything but
concede?
mouse. I mean, you should stab her for the points, but
For the points.
I mean,
Do I hit?
do you want to lose to the mouses? At least do 3
The
points of
mouses
damage.
were moles.
No, you're gonna win. I'm saying she doesn't want to be behind James in victory points. You might as well stab 3 things and get some points for it. I feel like there's one more thing you can do. There's got to be a way for you to find a sword, but the only unfound item is a hammer, and that's not going to help you deal damage.
Nope. I don't know.
Your cards, you can't do anything with your cards.
I don't think I can.
You do craft. Repair or what does repair or craft say?
I have to. It's like for damaged items.
I know you can also with the hammer,
Oh.
but what does crafting mean? What happens when you craft?
I don't know. When crafting, all hammers magic.
Once a bird's on, may take a random card from another player. I guess you can just do these little actions. Because if you craft items, you don't get them. I don't think. Or maybe you do.
I could have won a long time ago with that with the thing.
Well, it does say you can craft. Oh no, it's not the right clearing.
So what does that mean? Do I have to have the hammer to craft?
Yes, you do have to have a hammer. Exhaust hammer, you can do the number of suits on the card. All of your matching suit. So you can craft. I thought you weren't allowed to craft items.
So I could have been won this game by crafting.
No, you never had a hammer.
But I never had a hammer.
Your character is supposed to start with a hammer, but you picked the character to start with a hammer. But you could have found this hammer in that 4th ruins and been crafting
well,
some
that
stuff.
was going to be my first thing, was to search
But
it.
all you could craft was
Get
1
it.
point stuff.
So now I've got it.
Yeah, so clear that ruin. So you have a hammer. So could you have anything you can craft? It has to be a 1 point item. Not like a 1 point thing, because you only have 1 hammer.
I mean,
So you could craft a boot, or you could craft a tea kettle.
Yeah.
And they're not going to change anything.
yeah, it's not going to do anything but give me victory points.
Well, I mean, this is awkward, but
I did.
Which basically came down to me not attacking Chelsea.
yeah.
Which
I'll
saved
craft
my
that, and me and
ass.
James tie.
Well, all you have to do is stab something to tie. Yeah, but you can craft this. So flip your hammer over,
Flip the hammer. Boom.
craft a tea kettle, which you get the tea kettle and do your
Yep.
stuff. I thought the Dungeons & Dragons player couldn't craft, but you're absolutely right. The hammer does craft. You get 2 victory points for that.
Boom, boom.
Oh, you're at
Tied.
17.
Yep, we're tied. Oh, can I quest? Hold on. Where am I at? I'm in. Nope, I don't have the crossbow, so I can't quest.
Yeah, but just stabbing someone is worth victory points. Because look, hostile. Read this.
Should stab
Must
a
exhaust
lizard.
extra boot to enter hostile clearing and score 1 per hostile. So I guess,
Per hostile piece.
yeah.
So no one else can score points when they kill soldiers, but you get victory points for every soldier you kill.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can farm soldiers.
Then I'll scoot into that corner and I'll roll.
Roll to
So
hit.
you're gonna roll an attack. Now I know you have an ambush card. Are you gonna
Oh.
ambush her?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You immediately take 2 hits. So the first thing you have to do is damage 2 thingadings. Don't damage your swords.
I think I have to.
No, you can damage any item. So damage a tea kettle. No, not exhaust. Not exhaust. Damage a tea kettle. Damage a bag. You know, and it's gonna. If you don't end the round with them repaired, you're gonna have to deal with the fact that you don't have enough inventory space and that kind of crap.
Okay.
And now in the fight, you deal 3, but a max of 2, and you take 2. So she's got to lose 2 troops.
Wait,
Take out 2 moles. Or do you have
There's
another
2 moles.
ambush?
I do have another ambush.
I don't think you can double ambush. When she attacks you again, you can ambush again.
Yes, I can.
This is
Well,
magic.
it's the start of a battle. This is the start of a battle.
Right, this is
Oh,
the
start.
same battle.
Right.
She's gonna battle you again. You can just hold it.
Okay.
So first lose your 2 moles,
Bye bye.
and she gets 2 victory points.
2 victory points.
She goes to 19.
Okay.
And take your 2 damage from the ambush.
Yeah, these 2, right?
That was from the hit. Okay, then take the 2 damage from the hits.
Okay. So I'll go. Is there a limit on my damage?
No, except that you'll be unfunctioning in a moment. Are you gonna battle her again? You had to flip a sword to battle her. Now do you want to flip a second sword to battle her
Sure.
again? And then you're gonna ambush her again. Take 2 more damage.
Oh.
Boots and
Geez,
boots.
without that,
Oh, I
You can
Okay.
do
Pretty
exhausted
close.
stuff, yeah. Well, don't do the sword or you can't do any hits.
I'll do that.
There you go.
I'll do another.
No, okay, fine. And now roll your dice for your second battle.
2 and 0.
So you deal 2 more damage to her and lose nothing. So she loses 2 more soldiers. You get 2 more victory points. Ding ding. Obviously, move her little thing to hostile.
I will come and get you.
So that's how much damage you've taken, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're still operating. So what else can you do the rest of your turn? You can move 2 more times. But the real problem is that without those satchels, what is your inventory limit? It says remove items, blah, blah, blah.
And satchel down to 6.
So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have to get rid of some items entirely because you've damaged your bags. So you'd rather undamage the bag and damage the boot. You know what I mean? To have 2 more items, to not have to throw items away. But anyway, the game's going to end, so it doesn't matter. But you would have to resolve your inventory, and you'd be losing permanent items because of the damage you took. Not flip, like lose them. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can only have 6 items in your
Right,
entire
I'm
satchel.
looking.
Okay.
Seeing what I have extra. I guess I should remove that one. But I'll just.
Because again, your bag would have been a free-floating item, not in your satchel. You definitely shouldn't have damaged bags if it was going to make your
6.
inventory flow.
Yeah.
But it's fine. It's done.
Yep, that's it. Chelsea wins.
I win.
Okay, you end your turn. Chelsea, you control both corners. You win the game.
I win. Yay. Dominance.
That was a clean dominance win. Again, as a lizard cult, I can't move. I mean, yes, I can blow up any building on the map, but I can't move. I can't move. I literally do not have a move action anywhere on my entire board. All I can do is crusade, which means if there's a place we want to go, I can move soldiers in and fight as one fluid motion, but only if the destination is the moon phase.
And it just happened to not.
It's never been Fox the entire game.
Wow.
Yeah, which is why I couldn't. I mean, if it just flipped to Fox and I had the points,
Oh yeah.
I just blow up your building, become a garden, and I have permanent rule.
Yeah.
Because I don't care if you have 50,000 soldiers, you'd have to stab the building.
Seriously.
But you would then just stab the building.
Woohoo.
Yeah, that's that.
Moles win.
Moles win.
I don't know how
So
I did
we
it.
were talking about how it would feel with 1 combat faction and 3 non-combat factions. Well, in the end, no one could stop you. No one had any pressure on you at all. Because even if she can move in, she can't bring 12 guys and take rule.
I like the power of the moles.
The moles are good. They're a good, strong faction.
Well,
I like 'em.
I like them because they're just they're by numbers, and I think that's why I liked them so much. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have 4 more.
Yeah.
Another 4 moles. Another 4 moles. But I think what really
Well, every feature of the mole is rewarding. Being able to put your guys anywhere is very rewarding. Being able to have captains is very rewarding. Having lots of troops is very rewarding. Like, you get everything. The moles are really strong.
And also, there was really one thing that really helped me. It was him. He did not destroy me. So
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay. But honestly, the mice, they can't fight much. He would have to move over to you and then fight you, and it wouldn't have been much.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if I would have, then Saria would have moved in.
And then there might have been a chance where
then we
y'all.
could at least cleaned it
Right.
and then I
Right.
would have held her off for another round.
Right.
Her being the moles, and then she just pop all the dudes back there next turn.
I could have, yeah.
But if the phase ever becomes Fox, then I blow up her base. But the real thing was, if the phase had been Fox that time, I could have moved 4 lizards in, and then she has to stay above 5 pieces, which is very hard to control rule at that point. So yeah, the rule isn't supposed to work in your favor with dominance, but yeah, nobody could take rule from you. So that was neat.
That was neat. Cool. What time is it?
So the game is awkward.
A little after 1.
Oh, a little after. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not late.
It's not
You guys want to play that silly 1, 2, 3 game?
late. Valiant Wars?
Yeah, Valiant Wars.
I love Valiant Wars so much. Have you played it?
No, he's never played it.
No.
It's really
Should we
fun.
play it for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
It's so fast.
Yeah, it is really
I
fast.
like faster games.
It's a card building game. Sorry.
Need one of those. There we go.
It's like war.
Ooh.
It's like War
Yes.
and Dominion had a little baby, and then they took that baby and they said, "No, be more fun. You're an annoying baby." And they kept like adjusting the baby's behavior until the baby was like a good attitude baby. It's just a pleasant little experience.
Oh.
Here's a bag. Or you guys got your
All right,
bags
give
for
me-
pieces?
Yeah, I have more lizards over there. Man, I felt like I did the lizard all wrong at first, but then I was like, oh yeah. Honestly, if I had remembered from the beginning that I could double up my gardens, I would have had more victory points, but it would never have let me stop her from taking Dominion. And often, you know how the Dominion doesn't get revealed until it's like late in the, like when the card's revealed?
Domination.
The domination card, Chelsea?
No, I'm sorry.
You can be doing exactly what you just did, and the domination for 2 corners is the bottom of the deck, and it never gets revealed, and so domination isn't even an option.
Oh God, yeah.
It's only once it's been popped that it's even on the table. Give me that last piece.
Oh, this.
And we could have stolen it from you, but
Oh,
you
yeah.
were right to grab it as soon as you could. And yeah, the mole people are very good at dominance. I never thought of them as being a dominant person. To me, the dominance is really for the cats, but the moles
Yeah.
definitely can
Oh,
dominate.
where the cards?
You gotta put all these pieces in there, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think I put the cards in here by thinking that it's supposed to be in here.
As long as all the mole stuff's together, I would like you to have a bigger bag. Here, give this to Chelsea. Put the cards and your mole pieces in there.
Okay.
A bigger bag for the mole will be better. That's it.
Right? Maybe that was
Whoops.
initially.
Moly.
Holy moly, guacamole.
What was this? Did we ever use it?
Put those little pieces. No, I'm not sure. There's lots of extra little pieces.
Oh, here.
But assigning our own colors worked fine. I think if there had been 2 in a row, it wouldn't have made a difference.
No.
It would have been awkward. It was funny that you were in that little cluster of 5 and you had mouse and mouse, and if you didn't have mouse, you were locked in. That was kind of funny, but it's like, it didn't make a difference. It would have been fine. But the lizards are awkward.
Our
You
two
really do
factions
need.
were completely ruled by chance. So.
Yeah,
Like I couldn't escape sometimes because they didn't have the cards. Like, I can
Yeah.
do nothing.
yeah. The lizards and the folk are supposed to be like sideline fighters, but to have a whole game of sideline fighters was a little weird.
Valiant ones.
What's supposed to put in that first box? Because I know everything fits among the 2 boxes. So there's a lot of shit that doesn't fit. Let's put all the pieces in the second box.
Because they were a little tight in that box.
I think that's how we always had it.
I was going to
Put
put
the
the
cards
first.
in here.
Oh, yes.
Still a little dude.
Oh, still a little dude?
He's the part of the. Which one?
Oh, Vagabond. Vagabond?
They were in that little box.
And honestly, Saria picked the Vagabond that was the thief.
And
And
he
he can
didn't
steal
do
a card. But some of the wacky Vagabonds are so nuts. There's a
Yeah,
Vagabond
there's so much
who gets to
fighting.
take his torch, and once per game, he can destroy his torch to set off a nuclear bomb and destroy the entire zone from the game.
What?
So she
Yeah.
could have just set off the zone
He's just an arsonist.
Yeah.
and purged the zone, and the zone is removed from the game. No one
read
can
that.
ever
I was
go
like,
there. There isn't even a corner there anymore.
Oh my
It's
god.
an inaccessible location. So if she had been the arsonist, she could have just lit you up and stopped you from dominance winning,
You're like,
which is actually
fuck you.
really funny. Playing the arsonist and just waiting for dominance is actually hilarious.
Put all the books.
Because then you go, oh, you think you're going to win dominance?
Huh, funny you think that.
I guess
Remove the zone
those
from
two
the
won't
map.
fit.
Oh, this is just.
Yep.
Damn it! We're going to go a long way.
I have. For my birthday, I was bequeathed a another out of print game that is very adult.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Oh.
I think
18 years or older.
So now your birthday's gonna be our birthday.
maybe.
When's your birthday?
It's Monday, so we should probably play it Wednesday.
Okay.
Oh, your birthday's on Monday.
How long? I took
Yeah.
this
Happy
out.
birthday!
Not yet, but thank you.
Happy early birthday.
Are those cards gonna go?
It's called Pimps and Hoes.
Well, there you
Pimps
go.
and hoes, like boats and hoes.
Pimps.
Like
And
pimps and
pimps and
hoes. You know, Pimps and Hoes came first, which is what Boats and Hoes is based on.
Oh.
So,
Boats and
in
hoes.
Pimps and Hoes, you get you get some talent, and it's kind of like Monopoly, and the hoes are the
money.
are the currency or the real estate, and there are male and female.
Do you see donguses in the game?
hoes. No, everything's like real cartoony and cheeky.
Okay.
But like some of the descriptions on the cards are really funny.
Are we gonna play the expansion?
We have an expansion?
Yeah, there's more cards in the expansion box. We'll do it next time.
Okay, I was like.
It's above Settlers of Catan, Game of Thrones, that little red box.
Oh my god.
It's a tiny little red box. Don't worry about it. We'll
Okay.
not play today. Okay, you've played Dominion. A deck builder like Dominion, where as you buy cards, they add to your deck and you shuffle them up and you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But unlike Dominion, where you take a hand and you try to play your hand, is a push your luck game. So you 1, 2, 3 flip a card, and then we're all going to 1, 2, 3 flip a card, and then we're all going to 1, 2, 3 flip a card, and you decide how big of a turn you're going to take. But once you have flipped 2 of those dark omens, you bust and you do nothing for your turn.
No, okay.
So if you ever push too hard, your turn was worthless.
Right.
You get 2 buys per turn if you survive.
Okay, so we got.
And the cheapest thing costs 0. So as long as you don't bust, you can spend your 2 buys on 2 soldiers and lower the odds of a dark omen.
Okay.
But dark soldiers aren't great. At the end of the round, however much money you make is what your buying power is, just like Dominion. But also there's a bunch of sword icons. We're all going to see who didn't bust and who has the most sword icons. And the person with the most sword icons is going to win the location we're all fighting for right now. Where's the location deck?
Right here.
Okay, give me the location deck and tell me for a 4-player game how many locations. I believe it's like 11.
I'm looking. Starting deck.
Valiant's always last, Village is always first, and then X number of additionals.
Location card 11 plus
Oh.
Valiant Throne.
Exactly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's all of them.
Yep.
And then a village still goes on top, I believe.
Village. Yeah.
I believe you still shuffle them all, and you leave
Yes.
the village on top of the throne. So.
Yep, Village on top.
So with 4 players and up, you just use them all.
Huh?
No, which is weird. If it says 5, it should be 13.
So.
We're missing 2 locations. They're in the
Oh.
deck somewhere.
Well, but that's all we need.
It's fine. We got what we need. But one of these decks has 2 locations in it somehow.
Yeah, we're gonna accidentally
It's not a
come
big
up
deal.
on one.
Not a big deal.
Okay, so this village goes right here. We have
No, it'll be the locations. We should all see it. It should be central. Central for all
Flip
of
them
us.
sideways.
Just
That's how we
put
did
it
it
right here,
last time.
sideways. Yes, just put it right there.
There we
Doesn't
go.
really matter. So
Treasure.
that's what we're fighting for. Okay.
Okay, and these are
The
all-
village will go into your hand, but they're actually negative negative cards. So as you've been winning, it's harder and harder to win, hypothetically, because now you have these mucked up locations messing with your hand.
And everyone gets 2 soldiers.
Everyone starts with 2 soldiers and some treasure.
2 soldiers, 2 soldiers, 2 soldiers, 2 soldiers. 3 dark omens for each of us.
3? I thought we started with 2. Oh, it's
No.
3? Okay, you're right.
Start with 3.
2, 3.
Okay, and then we
treasure.
5 treasures.
5 treasures. So still a deck of 10.
1, 2,
So when you hit 2 dark omens, you pop, and you got 3 in your starting deck of 10. So
Right.
there's a pretty good odds of busting those early first turns. There is a wacky special rule. Okay, on your first flip, if it's a dark omen, obviously you're screwed, right? You already got 1 down.
Right.
There's a chance that's good.
Okay.
If your second card is a dark omen, you don't pop; they stack.
No.
If your third card is a dark omen, you go, ah! They stack, and then you can't get a dark omen, you can't bust,
Right,
and
so
you
you
play your
just
whole
run the
hand.
whole-
So there's always a chance you do this amazing, all my dark omens are on top of the deck. It's
And it's
gonna
on your very first play or your first draw?
your first flip of every
Okay.
round.
Okay.
So even when you have 27 cards and 5 dark omens, it could happen. You will also get another dark omen every time you pick up 3 more victory points. which means as you get higher and higher toward the end of the game, it's going to get harder and harder to not have Dark Omens.
Okay.
And what are we playing to? We're playing to first to
8.
8?
8 victory
8
points.
wins, even with 4 players?
Yeah, 8 victory points.
So when you get to 3, you'll get worse. When you get to 6, you'll get worse, and then you try to go to 8 and win. But you could go straight from 5 to 8 and win the game, and you wouldn't have gotten burned for that last Dark Up. So there's actually a pretty cool kick there. Actually, I'm not sure if a location's ever worth 3. Yeah, the castle's worth 3. So it's hypothetically possible.
If no one
When
has
you
8.
flip a special card and it has a down icon arrow, I think they should have made that much bigger and really obvious. The play stops because you have to resolve that special action right here, right now. But otherwise, it's super, super fast. Okay? When everybody's ready, let's begin.
I'm ready.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
James, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, flip!
Oh, we all.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't know
This is
that.
either very good or very bad. Ready? 3, 2, 1, flip! Oh, I'm gonna stop. I'm done. Last game, I pressed it the first 2 rounds and I got so screwed.
So we all do simul
Yeah.
until someone.
Yes,
until
but
there's a last man
when
standing?
someone, so this round, if you got a card that says push my luck, you can force me to push it. But if I survive the round and I capped out, I'm no longer a valid target. I have ceased to be a viable attackee.
Okay.
So it does matter when you quit, and the first person to quit will buy first.
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, flip. 3, 2, 1, flip.
Oh!
Okay, you bust, and you're stopping, and it's on you. You have your own pace. You're the only person left in the game.
So I only got 1 coin and I got 2 attack.
The Omen has a coin,
Oh.
so you have 2 money, 2 attack.
2 money.
And she's at 0 attack, so you will win this location.
Oh.
She stopped, so if you just stop, you win the location.
And then, but then I get to buy based on my turn,
Mhm.
right? Okay, I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm good.
And who buys first? Is it normally sword power, or no? It's less victory points, or most victory points. In ties, who buys first? It's a victory point checker. I think it's the lowest victory point buys first.
I thought you said it was whoever stopped.
Yes, yes, but if there's a tie, victory points breaks the tie. Anyway, I buy first. With 2 money, I want. He's 3. He's 1. Target player draws a card. This is so good. Okay, I take him. That's 1, and then a new card gets flipped.
Those like the specials.
Yeah, the special people. And this little icon, there's like 3 icons. There's like priests, rogues, and like big warriors.
Okay.
They're gonna proc each other like special things. I want a money for my second buy. I'm done.
All right.
So
So
my
what
deck, and I shuffle up.
did you find out? What
Oh, shit.
is the tiebreaker?
Well, she stopped first, so she'll win this time.
Well, then there you go. Okay.
Yeah, we know for this
I'm
round.
taking this on.
How much
It's
money
for
you got?
3.
4 money.
4.
Okay, flip a card. You got 1 money left.
Yeah.
Do you want a treasure or a soldier? See, target player draws 1 card for each priest icon you've seen. So if you get that really late and you're like, oh, 4 priest icons, draw 4, you gotta flip 1, 2,
Right.
3, 4, you're gonna blow up.
So I get the location right,
Yes.
You will, yeah, no one else has swords at all. You're
and
gonna
we
look-
reshuffle each hand.
we will reshuffle
Yes.
it though.
Okay.
But you have 2 buying power and 2 money. Well, 2 buys and you have 2 money.
So I should probably look at the specials. This guy does. Target player draws a card.
And then
So
if you
you
have
make
2 rogues,
somebody-
he's worth an extra sword. He's worth 2 swords. You'll make someone flip an extra card right now. And he could be worth an extra sword if you have 2 rogues. So by playing rogues, you make him stronger.
That's actually kind of cool. You can force somebody to do something crappy. All right.
Yeah.
To flip a champion you control.
So he's worth a shitload of swords, but he's going to force you to burn another one of your champions that have been flipped and flip them upside down. So he's going to stop being... He's going to hurt your board, but he's worth 5.
Oh, I got you.
But if he's your only champion, does he flip himself? Probably, right? If you have no champions, then you flip a soldier, but soldiers can't be picked above real champions.
He says champion.
Right. He is a champion, but he cannot be picked first.
And
He costs 5.
Oh, that's 5.
Yeah, that's your only choice.
All right. So, oh man, he's a big.
I don't know if Shaman flips himself. Is there a rulebook?
No, it's right
Let
here.
me see if Shaman flips himself. I think he does. I think you have to have another champion showing and flip them. Otherwise, he's going to flip himself. He's worth 5. He's got to have a downside. He's really strong.
Yeah.
A 2 costs 5. He's
Right.
got to flip himself. Draw effect mandatory. When the shaman is drawn, you must flip a champion or soldier in your line. If you have no other face-up champions or only the hero, which cannot be flipped, you must flip the shaman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I could. Oh man, this dude's worth. You know,
So he will flip himself. Tia's rad though.
I'm going with this guy.
Okay. You got a guy and a what? What's your second buy?
Oh. Well, that's I only have
So
2
take a soldier.
coins.
Take a soldier or don't.
I have
Oh,
two.
yeah. He costs
Oh,
2.
I can get a.
Soldiers are free. So do you want a soldier?
Oh, okay, I see.
Not having a lot of early soldiers means like you can't run the gamut and like win a round. You just don't even have the swords possible to push your luck and win a round.
Gotcha. Okay, I see.
Okay, we're all shuffled up. We're fighting for a castle already. Oh, give him the victory point. The little village, you got a little star.
Oh, I go.
There you go.
Yeah, that's your victory point.
Okay, okay.
Okay. And was it high victory points or low victory points that loses ties? It's only the buying that matters. Starting deck, special rule. So you will win the game when you get to 8 victory points, or if nobody gets to 8 by the Valiant Throne, whoever wins the last card wins the whole game. Doesn't matter what the victory points are. If you get 0 victory points, you just win. So when you're doing really terribly, but you have a clean deck, then you just hope to win the last round. Cards approach with goals. I'll do it later. If I bust, I'll do it. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, flip. 3, 2, 1, flip.
Oh God.
Oh, I got minus 1 for my village already.
Swords don't matter this early. 3, 2, 1, flip.
Okay.
Oh.
So we've all got omens. So you're likely gonna get to go far.
Target player draws a card.
Who
Oh.
are you gonna force?
Oh yeah.
To draw a card.
Who's got a lot of money? Nobody else. Oh, you did buy something special, right? Yeah, you did. Shit. I'm gonna go with Saria. Draw a card.
Oh, shit! You were gonna go anyway.
Jerk.
You were gonna
Yeah,
go
I was-
anyway. Yeah.
So
Okay, you
we're
bust.
looking up how we buy.
It's in this buying phase. All that matters is it'll say somewhere the person who stopped first draws first. But if there's a tie, something, you probably need to look up the place where it says you can pause. You can be done for the round. Okay, 3, 2, 1, flip.
Okay.
Hang on.
Okay, I could.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 cards. Only 2 of them are in omens. It's pretty good odds. Pretty good odds.
I think it's like we did last time. You go in order. It says purchasing. It's always done in order of when players call stop.
Exactly, but there has to be a tiebreaker if 2 people call stop at the same time. We're looking for the tiebreaker. It's either most victory or least victory.
All right.
I'm gonna go one more time. You gonna go one more time? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, flip. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm done.
I was like, I'm done too.
I'm
So I
in
get
third.
to keep going,
You
right?
can keep going. 3, 2, 1, flip. 3, 2, 1, flip. 3, 2, 1, flip.
Ooh.
Do you want to stop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Five.
Okay, who has the most swords?
I have 2.
2, I have 1. You're clearly going to win the round, right?
Yep.
Okay, so this is going to be your castle.
Woohoo!
Just as a side note. Who stopped first? We both tied at the
Yeah,
same
we
time?
do.
So we need that tiebreaker rule. I have 4 money,
I got
and you have 3 money.
3 money.
Because we both have no victory points, so we need a double tiebreaker rule. It might be most swords or least swords. I'll say you were closer to winning the round. You have more swords, so you'll buy first.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh,
If she can find the tiebreaker rule, it's going to say victory points, and neither of us have victory points.
oh, he doesn't want
Yeah,
shit.
no,
Okay.
you don't care about that.
So,
You've won the round,
Well,
so
this
I'll
says winning with swords. If you tie on swords, no one gets the location.
Oh.
shit.
So that's
I think
for
we
the
did that before.
location,
Yeah, I think we did
But
that
that's
before.
not still just.
Did I
Fine,
go
or-
again? Oh, it could have gone again. Okay.
Yeah, I probably could have too, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
See, I could have, but that's the
Oh,
point.
shit.
You buy first. You have more
Oh,
swords.
okay.
We're just going to say that's what it is for now.
Okay.
You have
3
3 money.
monies. Oh, that's 5 money.
These
Oh, okay, perfect. So I got you the priestess. Draw target one player draw from
must
each of
flip
your.
a champion. Oh, you know what? That's the card that says soldiers last. That's not a global rule. That guy who just flipped something up, it can be a soldier. It's this card that says soldiers have to be chosen last. The card says it.
Yeah, because this one says you have to flip a champion.
Yeah.
Mix them together.
Oh, and that's a good one. I really like the Lunar Witch. And then +2 for each of your locations in play. Huh?
It's a witch.
Oh, but I do love my priestess.
Yep.
All right, we'll do Lunar Witch.
Okay. That's your 3, and what do you do with your 0?
God damn it. Treasure.
Go.
Oh wait, no, soldier.
Okay. Get a new character. I have 4 money.
Here, let's do it like. Ooh.
Just don't resort them. It's fine. You're gonna be doing it constantly. Okay, I'm taking the priestess for 3, and then for 1, I'm taking a money. Yeah, treasure. He's not a 1 right now. He's a Yeah, I'm done.
The Sentinel.
How much money you got? You get 3 money?
Sentinel, +2 for each of your locations in play. So if I have
wow.
these out,
Yeah, each location's worth 2 swords.
yeah.
She's worth 2, +2 more for each location that shows. And you got 2 locations already, so she's
So I
worth
can
6.
buy him, and now I still have 2 buys. I could buy 2.
No,
straight up
you
soldiers.
That's
buy
one
one.
of your buys.
Yeah.
You have 2 buys.
Like
Oh,
two
that's one
altogether.
buy.
Like you have
You
to.
will always have 2 buys. There's no buy limit. There's no plus buys. There's
Okay.
no minus buys.
Okay.
You always have 2 buys.
So I can just go 1
Soldier.
soldier,
Yeah,
and
that's
add the deck. All right.
Okay, you get 3 more stars. Because you
Oh,
hit 3
cool.
stars, you get a Dark Omen.
Oh,
Dark
that's what you
Omen.
were gonna say. So 2 more. No, here.
3 more stars. No. He's +3.
Oh, god damn.
And
Okay.
give him an Omen.
And I got an Omen.
So you will have 4 Omens in your deck now.
Now,
I was the first one last game to get 3.
Did you
or 4
go on to win though, or did you want to go on to win?
We won by the throne room.
But who won?
I can't remember.
It was either me or Lauren.
We still gotta put an overlay in our OBS of who's won how many games. We need to have a global game win count. Because Lauren's, I think, still winning. I think she's won like 5 games out of 3, and James is like 1.
I won 1.
Overall games? What games have you won? Oh, you won the rabbit game for sure.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Defended the house
but
one.
if we talk about teams, me and Lauren won.
Well, yeah, you can't count 27 rounds
Brawl.
as Caputo. It's just
No.
winning over and over and over and over again.
We'd have
the
to
brawl
do.
thing.
We'd have to do like a.
Yes, you and Lauren won that. That was one for you.
Steamroll.
And I know that at the end of all the Caputo, Lauren won that day of Caputo. So when we run like 5 rounds of Caputo, the winner wins the point. But
I've won.
okay, who's ready?
King of Tokyo a bunch.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Oh, we're missing a card. Flip a card.
Oh.
Yep. Do it later.
I need to purchase.
Centennial.
3, 2, 1, flip.
No, son of a bitch.
3, 2, 1, flip. Okay.
Oh.
Just draw 1.
What? Oh, me? Oh.
This early doesn't matter. Just
Okay.
There you go. What is it? Target player draws
two.
2. Oh shit. James flipped 2. Which again, when there's no omens, you don't care. You were gonna flip anyway. Okay. 3, 2, 1, flip.
So wait, I could actually, if you do that, you could actually bail early and buy early, even
Right, with more cards than you should have been at for the
Yeah,
round. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Nice.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, flip.
Ooh.
3 of us are pressured. What is this bullshit luck? 3, 2, 1, flip.
Woo! +2 for each of your locations in
Yeah.
play, so that's only a -3 right now.
He's -5. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, flip.
Oh!
We're out.
I'm gonna
I got-
flip one more.
I'm up.
Busted.
Oh, you're calling it?
Yep, I'm up.
I said I'll flip one more. So, boom.
Okay, you done now?
Yep.
Okay, James, you buy first. You're 1, 2, 3 money, and I'll count swords. 4, -1, 0, 1, 2. You're 2 swords. You're
She's at
1,
2.
2 swords. Oh, 5 swords. Pyromancer wins. So you will win the city. You will get 2 victory
God
points.
dang.
Shoot, I got what?
Oh, 2 victories. You
3
need 2
money.
3 money
I
for
got
James.
Which is, what's a
James.
Sentinel do?
The one you already have.
Dang.
Per location. 2
Oh, okay.
So you have tons of swords out of that.
Shit.
Oh, dang.
And
Oh, that doesn't.
It does not count. No.
This
Not
Guard
yet,
is
not
2
yet.
+2.
You're at 4 money.
This guy, which
So
is
guard is 2, but 2 more if you have a rogue. Right?
Yeah.
You have to have a rogue and a guard.
rogues, yeah. So basically, target player must flip a champion. Oh shit!
You don't have a
that's
score.
cool, too.
It's worth 2, and they lose a
So
champion.
how many more do
George.
I? So this counts 4 victory. I need 4 more and I win the game.
Yes,
Yep.
you'll win and 4 more victory points.
Alright, I'll buy this dude. That costs 2. I got 1 more coin.
So when
coming
you
to me.
flip him, you'll hope to flip a soldier, but if there's
Right.
no soldier, you're not going to flip himself.
right, and I got 1 more money. Ooh.
You have to draw one yourself.
You have to +1 when you flip him.
Oh shit! No.
It's not a big deal.
So shit.
Unless that was the round you were going to do 1 and stop. It's like, so what?
Soldier. Okay.
The nasty ones are like the 6 swords draw 3. And you're like, I don't know that I can ever survive this. You have 5 money? You didn't have 5 money for an oracle?
Oh shit! I was looking at the wrong one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
4.
Oh, the oracle's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Whew.
I was looking at
Chances
that.
don't look good.
That's why I saw that.
Chances don't look good.
That and the treasure.
Okay.
Okay, flip a card, and we are ready to begin.
Yep.
Hang on.
You gotta go.
James, you didn't drop your... When I played this game for the first time, I'm playing with the guy who created the game. And he had done some things and counted his points and then had like a stack of cards over here. And we were playing, and he's doing like 17 card runs, and I eventually called bullshit. I go, what the fuck is this? And he goes, what do you mean? I go, show me what's in your deck. And he flipped it, and he goes, there's no omens in here. He goes, oh shit, these were the omens over here. And he had his omens set aside and was running like 19 card runs every freaking play. And I was like, yeah. You're definitely going to win with that.
Right.
But it was a fun experience. We love the game. It was a lot of fun. Flip a card, please.
Oh.
It was just so funny that he's the guy who made the game. And he's demoing the game. Okay, 3, 2, 1, flip.
Oh.
Chelsea, draw one. Or Saria, draw one. I want to bust
I hate you.
Ah. Oh, it would have stacked.
It would have stacked, so.
Oh, that wouldn't have been bad. Okay,
No.
3, 2, 1, flip. 3, 2, 1, flip.
Oh,
And you did bust.
Oh, shit.
I'm going for it. 3, 2.
Hang on. Let me decide.
You're just telling when you're out at 3.
Shit. All right, I'm in.
3, 2, 1, flip.
Oh!
Oh, Chelsea.
Oh, we're all sitting at 1.
3, 2, 1, flip.
I'm out.
Oh, you bust. I know what I want, so I'm going for it. 3, 2, 1, flip. Damn it, I didn't get it. 3, 2, 1.
I'm going. Ending.
You're done?
I'm done.
He only needs one more treasure.
I just want the Oracle, so I need one more. 3, 2, 1, flip. Damn it! Target player draws 1 for each, and there's no targets, so I can't make anyone flip 2. That would have made you flip 2 and pop.
I know.
3, 2, 1.
No, it
Nope.
still wouldn't pop me.
Damn.
Ah,
Chelsea.
I want it. I want it.
City, and you're the only one that can buy.
See,
See, you
4.
got for this. You
I
have
got 4.
4 money. I can't take my Oracle.
I cannot take your Oracle,
I
unfortunately.
want that Oracle.
Everybody wants it now.
Yeah, but I have all priests in my hand, so it's even more valuable for me.
So what is this? 2 of your
The firebrands are so good.
Oh, this one's +2.
They're not that good. They're just fun.
A guard. +2.
You were all stuck on the
Yeah.
worm something.
And then another
Or
one.
nobody wanted to buy it,
Oh,
where it
yeah.
made you
Oh.
flip 2.
There we go.
Wormlord.
Wormlord.
Yeah,
There
no.
it is. 5, draw 2.
No
Ooh,
one
last game we had 3 Wormlords up, and I was like, nope, not buying it.
Right.
There's no recycle rule in the game, so
Oh,
someone's
God.
gonna buy them. Somebody eventually did, and then won the game with them. Okay, and you got your victory points.
Yep.
Oh, no, I didn't. What was my shit? Hold on.
Did you not take the location at all?
No,
we
I
gave
did.
the location.
I don't know how much the victory points were. Hold on.
It's 2, 3.
No, 2.
2.
Okay.
2 victory points.
2.
No omen yet. Okay, ready?
Wait.
She needs a shuffle. Just a smidge.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, flip. James, draw 1.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, flip.
Oh.
3, 2, 1, flip.
Oh, shit. Taki mushrooms.
3, 2.
Wait. 3 money. Okay.
So you're 1 money.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, flip.
Ooh. Oh, man.
4
Ooh,
money.
I get nothing. Mother trucker.
But what if, just because you get to, I guess you
Then
could
you know when to
stop,
push
you
your
know,
luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know exactly when to
So you
stop.
get to look at what the next 4 cards.
Look at the next 4
Yeah.
and put them back.
You just get
in
to
any
look at
order.
No,
Oh,
you
So
just
you
look
know
at
when
them.
to stop.
So you know when the
if there's
omen's
an
coming.
omen and you already have one, you can
But then if
stop.
someone makes you draw 1, you screw up your
Right,
timing.
right.
But anyway, 3, 2, 1, flip.
Oh, fuck. I'm out.
Good.
So I
I
need,
didn't-
I need 5
took
for
care
that.
of
Huh? I
less.
gotta
I didn't
press
have
my-
good
That's
luck.
what I did last time.
Oh.
3, 2.
Wait. I gotta. Ooh, there's 4
think
of them
about
in
it.
here.
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
Oh.
Yeah, what are your odds?
Yeah, it's a
1 and 3.
All right, I'm in. Let's do it.
3, 2, and flip.
Ah!
I'm still
2.
at,
So you're only 1.
I'm
So
only
you're only
at
at 2
2.
money, and I'm at
Yeah.
4 money. I just gotta flip 1 more card. I can do this.
No, you can't.
No, I can't. I'm done.
No, you can't.
okay.
It's not gonna work. I need to get 2 more treasures.
Ooh.
No target
There's no
player.
target player. Go target yourself. I don't think you do.
Oh.
That didn't pop you?
Nope.
Oh, you're not
Nope,
stopping.
I don't have any
Woo.
yet.
Woo.
So you have 3 money.
I'm at 3. Is that only 3 money?
3 money. Only 3 money. You're not getting the Oracle, I can tell you that.
I know, unless I pull 2 treasures. Nope.
Nope, you're
Exactly.
out.
You're not getting the Oracle. So I win the Academy. Give me 2. It's worth a little priest thing.
Oh, nice.
That's gonna hook up my priestess.
Good job.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, 1, 2, 4 money. Sadly, I can't get what I want. I don't want to throw away 4 money. So,
Oh, you could totally cheat this game.
I like this guy. I don't want to win things yet. Shit. Should I just take 2 treasures? I want 2 treasures. I want the damn Oracle.
Just figured out how to cheat in this game every time.
Oh, just shuffle like an asshole?
No. But yeah, but all you do is put your Dark Omens backwards.
You're right.
You just cheat it every time.
Oh.
This is the worst card back design
They should have
ever.
looped. Yeah.
I enjoy this game so far, but that is the worst card back design ever.
They should have made them looping.
Yeah.
You can't cheat.
Dude.
I didn't think about it. So everybody shuffle their decks and mix them up.
James is a cheater now. This
Oh.
round, he knows when to
Just-
call it.
I need the best way to catch people stacking decks is to know how to do it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, are we all ready?
See, I turn them upside down on my hands.
3, 2, 1, flip.
So when I flip them, they're
Ooh,
right
okay.
side up.
whoa.
Come on,
3,
give me
2,
another one.
1,
Give me
flip.
another one.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, target
That's-
player must flip a champion choosing soldiers last.
So it's gonna be soldier in order who you pick.
Okay, yours.
One over. Okay. 3, 2, 1, flip.
Oh, adios.
That's the worst. If
Yeah.
they were first, you'd
I
be
know,
fine.
I know,
Getting soldier
exactly.
over over is the
You
worst
know,
thing.
they should have been backwards.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, flip.
Oh,
That
fuck.
Oh.
I didn't have any coins anyway, so it's
Just
fine.
me and you. I've already got an omen up, but I'm so close to 5.
Motherfucker, I
I'm
hate
done.
these little omens.
Really?
I stood up. All at once.
Oh, three.
That's only 2.
All I
That's
want
only
to get
one.
minus one,
Because-
that's
damn.
right.
I want that oracle, and I can't get it with this hand.
Yeah, what do you?
Oh! Damn it.
Woo! 2 treasures.
Yeah.
I am treasure fat.
Yeah.
Do you have anybody to? Yeah, you did.
You mean? Well, I can't win. I can't. You mean if I have 0, do I still win?
Yeah,
I'm not tied with anyone.
No.
I win with 0.
even though you no swords. All right. Okay.
Yeah, because there's no tie.
Or 2, he gets 4.
Damn it!
Which gives him an
I
omen.
don't want the omen.
Sucker.
Oh no, I can't get the stupid oracle.
There we go. So now me and you are tied.
Now it's gonna be even harder to get the oracle.
Okay.
All right.
One of these days, I'm gonna make someone draw 4.
I need to redesign this back.
That would be called
Seriously.
Uno.
It's making me tweak.
We can put them in card sleeves.
Right.
That would be
Oh,
helpful.
that would be really helpful.
Yeah. If we're gonna take this game so seriously that we're gonna
Right.
solve this.
No, I know, yeah.
But you're right. I never thought of it, and it's so obvious. You
Right.
just gotta have
That
a
is really
looping
good.
back. Double-sided shield would have been super easy with 2 swords going off.
Yeah, it could have been this both
Yeah.
2 times.
Yeah, really. Just shrink it down and make it half. But it's fine.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh god.
Please
Target
stick, please
player
stick,
draws
please stick,
Come on.
please
2.
stick.
Draws.
2 draws 2.
You draw 2. Alright.
All right,
Yeah.
come on, stack.
3, 2, 1, flip.
You're not stacking.
Assassin.
Damn it! I was thinking, shit, I can just go for 5 really fast, but then he takes my 1 life. Assassin what?
Who has
You pick who
anybody
flips
have a
what?
champion?
You flip soldier either way.
Right.
The guard, yeah, the guard's special champion. 3, 2, 1, flip. God, it was such a clean run except that asshole academy. 3, 2, 1, flip.
I'm not getting
Flip a
anybody this
champion
time.
you control.
So you can't pick your soldier.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you're allowed to. It's that other card that said they can't pick soldiers unless there's nothing else to pick.
Okay.
So,
So I'm at 0 still.
still is a 5. I mean, you made up for that.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, flip.
Ooh.
1,
Final.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm at 4.
Okay, I got a champion.
4.
Who has a champion? Oh, you're still in?
You pick a person and they flip, but you can make him lose 5.
But I'm only at 0, so.
You're at 0.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
at
target her, she
0.
throws away a soldier. Target me, I throw away nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get
So
nothing.
soldier or 5.
Or you put me at negative, or you put her.
No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
put you at 0. Go back.
What? No, she
So-
picks.
Yeah,
oh, she picks. Oh, yeah, pick out your
Oh
champion.
no, but she can't pick soldiers until the last,
Yep.
so she'll
Yeah.
lose an assassin or a pyromancer.
Yep.
Okay, it'll do damage to
I'll
her.
do this one.
She'll take
That's
2.
2.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh my god, what do I do with this hand?
Oh.
Do I push it?
2 money and no chance of hit. Yeah, I gotta keep going. Just
3,
'cause I
2,
get
1,
nothing out of
flip!
this.
Yay! I stopped.
I'm out.
Loser.
I know.
I was calling him
Oh,
loser.
I was like,
A
I
loser,
know.
I'm a winner. That's the win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, minus 2. I got a fucking 7 before I get a 5.
Man, this
Yeah,
is
you
a
called
hard
out
game
first.
for me.
Alright, you're
And I
still
called out
in
first.
the lead to win the location. Yeah, I'm gonna keep pressing my luck.
3, 2, 1, flip.
Alright.
I'm at +1 and you're at +4.
She's at 4.
But I
No,
just
it's
think
my
Oh, no,
if
2. She's at
If
2.
you get that, you get another Dark Omen.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. Then I just need to squeak out 2 more points. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
in.
yeah, you got it.
I'm gonna push. My luck.
I'm
3,
going.
2, 1, flip.
Oh,
Pops.
I'm out.
So you're in charge of everything. You'll win the round, and you have 1, 2, 3, 2. You have 2 money. Ooh.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty.
But Josh buys first.
I buy first, no matter what. I'm taking that Oracle, no matter what.
That's 3 money, right?
Now you're at 3 money.
I'll stop there.
Okay. I buy Oracle and a treasure. Oh no, not a treasure and a soldier. Soldiers are free.
Paladin. Oh,
Paladin, +2 swords for each of your
I was
rogues.
gonna get this.
What? Why wouldn't it be +2 swords for each of your priests?
Right?
I guess because priests are so stacked, they didn't want to make it too strong.
Why does he do better when there's thieves around on your
Right?
team?
Why isn't
That
it
makes-
Why isn't it +2 swords for
Yeah.
each hero?
Yeah, it's
That's like
thematically weird.
That's a typo. That's supposed to be the little hero crest. He's a freaking paladin. Why would
Right.
okay.
He does better when he's a part of the
Oh,
thieves.
you know.
I guess it's not. Yeah, why is he +1 per regular shield? Because every soldier counts as a regular shield. Then that'd be a useful card. That's really weird that he procs on thieves.
I mean, you gotta have some bad guys.
They're called rogues, right? Not heroes.
Alright. Well,
That's what it says in there.
Dark Omen. Champions, dancers, rogues,
Can't hear
mystics,
draw 4
and
without
royals.
thinking of Uno.
Wait, what?
LJ said can't hear draw 4 without thinking of Uno.
Seriously?
Yeah, I don't think they get more than 2, right? Just draw 2.
Do what get more?
Oh no, when he says draw
these
too.
effects, but you
There's
know,
a draw
if you
3.
stack 'em,
There's a
is
draw
there
3
three?
for yourself, yeah. There's a step up from the win one. But when I have one, it's a person draws 1 for each faith
see if you
icon.
can see the card.
That could make someone draw 4. Okay, we
I
ready?
used to play Rummy with my grandmother, and I could see her cards in her glasses. Because
Who
when I
won
was
that
a
one?
kid, I had like 20, 15.
Who won the
gosh.
Who won the
Glasses.
building on that one? Did you not get your victory points?
Did I?
You had won once before. Look at your deck.
Yep.
No. I think she already took the thing, didn't she?
No, the Academy was the one that was up. I was pretty damn sure it was the Academy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't take it. You didn't
I
get
don't
the 2
think so.
stars.
Yep.
And you didn't take your 4th omen
Oh, here you go.
Oh, shucks.
because you were the only survivor. You had to take it.
Okay.
So hang on, we get we go for a reshuffle.
Yeah.
How do we know Josh didn't win the swords?
I had 0.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, he had all points.
It's every
And I was
Oh,
trying to win
treasure.
it, and I busted. So, and you were my only competition.
Okay, it's the village for 1 now.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, flippies.
Oh, -5 again.
Great.
Always I start with the castle.
3, 2.
Draw 2.
Okay. When the loyalty would go into, well, I would have looked at this as 1, 2, 3, 4. I would have looked at them. And then that's the 2 I was forced to flip, right?
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now,
I'm dead.
every single card is omen.
Woo! All
There's
right.
3 omens in a row.
Nice.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay. I didn't go.
She saved my life, though.
3, 2, 1.
Oh fuck. Oh wait, no.
There's no benefit there. Yeah.
You're out.
Wait, but if I lose, then I. Yeah, exactly.
Damn it.
You lose.
3, 2.
I lose anyway. God damn,
plus
these
2
omens
for
are
each of your
kicking my
local-
ass.
Okay.
I'm still at -2.
You're at 0 now. He's worth 4.
Oh, he's worth
Minus
4. You're
5.
right.
and then-
Right, I'm still back to where I was.
Back to
3,
0.
2, 1.
I'm winning with 2.
No,
I know. I mean to James. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Target player must flip a champion of your point.
Of your choice. This is worth 4. You
So,
knock out his 4, of course. Yeah. She flips your 4.
I mean, that's the only champion he has.
Right. It's the only choice.
3, 2, 1, go.
Some of these dark omens are son of a bitch.
Your stacking's not a bad
1,
idea.
2. I only have
3 what? 3 souls? Or
3. No, 3 money.
3 money?
Oh, we both drew a dark oak?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's the
fun.
archer? 2 plus 3 if what?
If you have at least one location in play.
Oh, that's cool. And she's a priest? Oh, I only have one. I can't fire. Why is the archer faith and the archer's not a rogue? It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Okay, I'm going 1, 2, 3.
Archers aren't priests.
Time reason 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going 5. I'm done.
You get your 5?
Yep.
Oh, schnickities.
I know what I'm getting.
I buy first. I
unless
have
something
$1.
else.
I want
$1.
I want a treasure. Oh wait.
You don't want a firebrand?
I do want a firebrand. Oh, but I can't buy a treasure. I'll take a firebrand and a soldier. Okay, we'll do it. Oh, okay. I'll leave my points up, but there's no way I was running the round with 3, right?
No, because I got 3
Okay, I'll clean
right
it.
there.
Yeah, I'll clean it.
So I buy next.
You buy next.
I got
3, 4.
4 monies. 2 buys. The archer does what? Which makes no sense at all. +3 if you have at least 1 location in play. Well, fuck yes.
He's worth 5. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
quick little rogue.
So that cost me 2, and I still have 2 coming.
The
I can't-
mercenary's
3.
4. Oh, so you might have wanted him instead.
Oh shit! I didn't see
His
this.
strength is your number of money up to 7.
I don't have
So
that
in
much
this
money
case, he's
out.
worth 4 swords.
Yeah.
But it depends each one. And you may not even pull them.
No, because swords don't calculate when you flip them. Swords calculate when you go to check whether you won the
Yeah.
location.
I
That's
know.
mine.
So it doesn't.
Oh,
If you flipped him
shit.
first, he's not worth 0. He will eventually be worth.
I get
money.
that.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Oh,
Nope.
you're right. I will do that instead.
That's all you're for. Then.
And then I'll buy a soldier. Just for the extra.
I mean, the archer's awesome too. They're both really good.
yeah. I do have 2 locations, but it's only 2, so.
Yeah. You're. So, but you won the location.
I'm
You're
sure
gonna
I
get the
did.
village?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You're
get.
gonna go to 5 victory points.
Yep. I don't get a dark omen just yet.
No.
So there's that.
And so your money was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You had 5 money.
I'll take the pyromancer.
Pyromancer, what you do?
Target player draws 2.
Yeah, that's so good. That's your second pyromancer. Okay, put another character.
Oh, shoot.
Another apprentice. Cute little kid. It's like, I'm gonna burn you. He's apprentice murderer.
The fortress.
Da-na-na-na. So I'm at 4. It'll make me draw another omen. It'll make you draw another omen. It'll make her draw another omen.
I'm at 2.
You 2.
It'll make her draw another
omen. Whoever gets this, you might as well put an omen card next to it. Okay, ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1, flippy. Oh, I hope I stack them.
Wait,
Oh, God.
mine says target flip a champion.
Mine says target. So yeah, what's the order of this? Because like, she could shut one of us down, but we could shut, you know.
I think they all go off.
We should all resolve ours first.
I
and
think
then
they'll all go off. Like if she makes you flip him, does he still go off? I think he still goes off.
My champion's
in this
worth
case,
3.
it won't matter.
So
No, yeah, target player draws 1.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to happen no matter what. So you make someone draw 2,
Yep.
you make someone draw 1, and you make someone flip over. They're all going to happen.
Okay, so I'll have you flip yours.
But you're still going to make
Yes,
someone draw 2.
yes, you can draw 2 for that.
Well, fine.
And James,
Damn it.
who do you want to make draw 1? Might as well push her, right?
Woo! I want to knock her out. I'll give Saria a chance to get back in the game.
She would push her luck
I
and
was
get
still
all the
in the
same
game.
anyway.
Still in the
Okay,
game.
3,
I haven't done a dark omen
2,
yet.
1, flip.
Ah.
3, 2, 1, flip. I have to draw 1. I pop. I fucking firebrand. What an asshole.
You bought it yourself.
I was gonna push my luck anyway. That's the thing. Like I would probably go +1 or not on my own. It's only gonna hurt you if he was that last guy you were gonna do.
I'm pushing my luck.
Jingle. Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Woo.
oh, damn,
1, 2,
that
3.
-2.
4, 5.
You're at 4.
I'm trying to get monies.
I'm
Is
only
that
at
3?
1 money.
3, 2, 1, flip.
Fucking A.
Fuck, I'm 0 money.
I don't want money, but I don't want to leave. But I don't want that.
You're gonna win the fortress.
I don't want the fortress.
You are gonna win.
Just bust. It's just
the
easy.
fortress.
3, 2, 1, flip.
So I got 1 coin.
Someone's drawing 2. Saria has aggressive cards.
James.
Apprentice
James,
target
two.
player draws. Oh,
You get to flip 2.
All right. I guess I don't get to decide yet. Mercenary +1 for each of your coins.
That's
All right.
if you live. Yeah, just
Yep.
keep flipping.
And then, alright.
Okay, so what were you looking about? Whether you decide now?
I'm just looking at where
if you wanted to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we resolve the actives first.
3.
Nobody else is active. Okay. Is anyone stopping?
I
Nope.
got 5, 6, so I got
gonna-
7 to take this location.
7,
Yeah,
But
you
do
got
you want it?
He's
Is the
3.
4,
question.
5,
5,
6, 7, 8,
8.
9, 10. Minus 2 is 8.
You're at 8. You're at 8.
8.
I'm also at 8.
And what were the ties on
I
Borough?
forget. I didn't say.
Nobody
I read it.
wins it. That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
it was.
nobody wins.
If there's a tie of swords, nobody
Yeah, if
wins
there's
it.
a tie on
Yeah.
swords, nobody wins it.
But
All right,
Stays.
I'm in for one more.
I'm going to try for one more, too.
1, 2, 3.
I'm done.
I
You
am
pop.
also done.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I may as well just. Holy
God damn!
smokes! There's one. I'll stop.
Yeah. Do you win the location?
Oh, man, my next one was an omen.
Good job. Do you win the location? I
think
assume
so.
you do, right? She's at 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So I
And
got
you do get the kicker, 7, 8. You're at 8.
Yeah,
You
I'm at
beat
8.
8. 2, 4, 2, 4, 5, 6,
That's
7,
minus
8,
1.
9, 10. Right, but he gives you 8
Oh.
points. Because you have 3 locations in play. So he's worth +2 for each. So that puts you at 8, 10, back down to 9, back down to 7. Yeah, you win it.
Okay. Oh, thank God. I
So
don't
she
wanna
wins
know.
the fortress no matter what,
Damn it.
and you get the omen no matter what. And give her how many stars is it worth? 2. Give her 2 stars.
Oh. So you're gonna need
Here,
one more
just
location.
give me a 3 and I'll give you 1.
Yeah, there you go. Who quit first?
Chelsea?
We both did. Oh, wait,
He
you
popped.
I bust.
Oh, no, I bust.
You
I
and Josh both
I
bust.
dropped it.
So you get to buy first with 2 money.
I got 2 money. What's this one?
The little apprentice. He's
Target
so
player
good.
draws 1 point. Yeah, I'll get
He's
apprentice.
so good. You have 1 more money. Do you want
Oh.
treasure?
Actually,
Warlord.
I do. Yes, I want
This.
treasure.
Oh.
Yes, I want treasure.
You got
Another
treasure.
worm lord.
You want the treasure over the firebrand?
Yeah, I don't want the firebrand.
Okay.
I don't want that.
She doesn't want to press her luck like you did. Are you kidding?
2
I'm a
sucks, but draw 1 is not a big deal. So what did you do? You took the
I took the
paladin.
paladin.
You had how much? 5?
Yeah.
Flip up another card. Are you buying a soldier with your last dollar?
Oh, no, I'm gonna get
With your last buy, I mean.
10.
No, that takes money.
Oh, well, let me see here.
Money,
1,
take money.
2, 3, 4,
4,
5.
5, and
Yeah.
then you lost money.
Yeah,
You
I
counted that out.
counted them out. So,
Okay. So you couldn't buy money. You can only buy a soldier.
there's my soldier. Get my cards back.
I love this. This is all bad editing. Take a random number of location cards based on the player count. No, you take an exact amount of locations based on the player count. You take random locations. You take a random number of locations.
That, yeah.
I'll put some going to that. Phone line. Machine cards played. Played. You go out. You dark. Oh, are we ready?
Yeah.
Yep, I think I'm good.
Who's gonna win if they win this location? Who will win at 2 stars? You won't win. I won't win.
I will. I'll
3,
be up to
4,
8.
5, 6. Okay. Oh, you have another one underneath your phone.
Oh, I do? Oh, shit.
Well, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. I
You're at
should've-
7
I'm
then.
at 7. So,
Okay,
yeah, I'll
so
win.
any win wins you the game.
And I got a lot of swads in my deck.
But you definitely have 5 omens, right? Because you have.
I also have to leave to go pick up my daughter.
Do you
Yeah,
want
we're going
to-
now. Okay, 3, 2, 1, flip. 3, 2, 1, flip.
Wait. Target player draws 1.
She'll win the game if she wins. 3, 2, 1, flip.
Damn it.
3, 2, 1, flip. Uh-oh.
Look at all this money.
I know.
3, 2, 1, flip.
But
It's
so
almost
much
like you
wins.
shuffled poorly. Because you stacked all your money in the round.
Well, I gotta keep rolling.
Damn it. 3, 2, 1, flip.
Nope.
Bust.
3, 2, 1,
I
flip.
think my shuffle
Ah,
was
shit,
terrible.
I'm out.
'cause
Assassin.
They were right next to each other last time.
Assassin.
Oh, both
Shoot.
times they were right next to each
I'm
other.
the only
Flip
person.
a champion
Wow, what
of
the
your
hell?
choice.
Right?
Of your choice.
Oh, I-
which
Fucking A,
doesn't
man.
matter. They're all
He's a
soldiers.
soldier,
Yeah, they're
not
also
soldiers.
3, 2, 1, flip.
Oh.
So
3, 2, 1, flip.
All that
So
shuffling
let's
and
see,
coming back to
draw
each other.
2.
Stupid. Another player draws 2.
You're the only one left.
Oh.
You bust.
Why would she be
So it
better than a Worm Lord? Oh, because she.
I make you draw 2. A Worm Lord, you.
Right, so she's
Flip
better in
around.
every possible way,
Yeah.
and she's cheaper. Oh, she just has 2 less swords.
All right.
Pyromancer is amazingly
So I
good.
win?
You win.
Because you bust?
Yeah.
Win!
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Woo-hoo.
I
Yeah.
was
Just to be
trying to
sure,
stop you
there
to win.
was 1, 2.
It is 2.
Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go, guys.
3, 4.
All right,
oh,
have fun.
look. They were all like, there was 2 there
Yeah.
and then 1 there.
Yes,
So I
seven treasures on top and 4 dark
Yeah.
omens at the bottom. That is shuffling.
5 dark omens.
You win, shuffling. You win.
Oh, we got to.
Do you guys want to keep playing, or do you want me to stop?
No, we'll be done.
We're
Yeah,
done.
we got it.
It's a
All
cool
right.
game.
We
It's a
all
very
need to
fun
go and beat the weather.
Yeah, beat the
game.
weather.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna stall till my son's ready at 4, and then I'm gonna get out of here. You said it's about 2 right now?
Yeah, it's 2:03.
Okay.
Like just after
Alright.
2.
Bye, guys.
All right, have fun.
Bye.